And welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and we are continuing to play space exploration, honestly. Don't really know where I was going to go with that, but that's what we're doing. So we have a list of things we need to do. Those things. So we're going to work a little bit on the defense grid first, just to at least get that going, and then while that's being assembled, we can work on the next part of it. What I was actually wondering is, could we just have more roboports? Like, more robots is probably not a bad idea, and we should have more personal roboports available to us. I mean, Lord knows we've got enough just regular roboports available to us. So maybe that's something we should actually look at doing. As it will probably make things a little bit faster and mean less pain when I inevitably leave the robots behind somewhere. I notice we are under attack. That's pretty normal, and I'm not even gonna... I'll check it. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind if they're under attack. Happens all the time. Also, I figured out why the inserters weren't working properly before. It's because they were linked up to the circuit network, and it was basically reading things twice, would be my understanding. Or rather, it was reading the wrong thing. I still don't quite know why it wasn't working, but I know how to fix it. So that's what really matters, I suppose. Now, if we can get 2 of these little self-roboport things, that would be ideal. How many batteries did we pick up just then? Can't imagine we picked up enough. Actually, we did. Okay, so we just need some iron gears and maybe some construction bots. A meteor has come down in the middle of nowhere. I don't care when that happens. But that does further remind me that I really do need to get some things sorted at some point. Now that should be connected to some number of construction bots. I believe it is. I might need to steal some construction bots for other places, but that's okay. So iron gear wheels, and then we should be able to do our constructions a little bit faster. 1. And advanced circuits, which should be appearing around here somewhere. Somewhere in the depths of space. There we go. Okay, so when we don't need all our lasers, maybe we can turn them off. That's the plan that I've got at the moment. Especially when I'm doing these larger... Actually, or I could just do that. I mean, I probably don't need that many solar panels. And construction is paramount. Oh, hello. Well, I'm glad I didn't turn off all my lasers, because that would have hurt. So, out of curiosity, how many bots can I have now? 40. Okay. So, still getting through it. And once we connect all of this up, then we'll have a train station going there, and we'll just basically do what we did before, except a little bit better than we've done it before. We might need to leave some construction bots behind or steal them from elsewhere, but that's okay. Yeah. A lot of my bots went to repair things, which, as much as I appreciate their altruism, I wish they wouldn't in the middle of a building project. And I think we've got a couple of holes there, don't we? Can you just... Okay, look, I'll do it then if you don't want to. Great! Okay, so the line is continuing, we just gotta keep building it. Hello, friends. And they'll just continue to build when they feel like it. I feel like, even though we've got 390 rails, we should be able to build more than we're actually building. A straight line is always nice. Okay, cool. pleased with that. We are almost out of the electric poles, so that's probably bad. We're going to need those. But once we, yeah, so get some electric poles in there and we should have power there, and then we can get everything going. As I said though, we're going to have to steal a few things to actually finish the project, but that's okay. In fact, I quite liked this sort of thing that we had going. Now the real question is, nope, can we do it again? The answer is, yeah, kinda. We just do it like that. And once they blow up all the cliffs, which they can't do right now, but when they can, we'll be good. And of course we need to put the pipes across. Right. So that'll do the job. Once everything's connected, of course. We're going to need 2 more train stops, which we don't have right now. That's okay. And a few combiners. Again, that's all stuff that'll be easily fixed very soon. Cool. So we get power lines up, we will have most of the train line done, and then we can actually get this kind of rolling, which would be super exciting to have another defensive line. This one might actually be hit a lot more, so look forward to that, I suppose. Yay, being attacked. Okay. It's alright. I literally forgot the controls to the game just then. I've been trying to play Mindustry or Mindustry. I don't really know how it's pronounced. I don't know if I'm liking it because the controls are a little bit weird and it is very much more tower defensey than I was expecting. But, you know, it does the job. It's a game. It's fun enough. I try to play things that aren't Factorio outside of stream, but I want to play. All I want to do is play Factorio, so that makes things a bit trickier. I just want to play Factorio every day, all day. This is why secret streams exist, because I just want to play Factorio, and I'm looking for excuses to do it. And then my wife's like, "Hey, you can play Factorio tonight and do a secret stream," and I'm just like, "Okay, you vixen, I'll absolutely do that." We need some constant combiners. I don't know how many of those we need, and I think we need some arithmetic combiners as well. Love it if these went a bit faster. I don't think there's any reason why they're not. I just think they're just not going fast enough. So what we could do is a splitter here, because we're going to need a lot more of these. I know this. So let's actually make those now. I know it's not really what we're here for right now, but you know, if you can, you might as well. Okay, and we're under attack. Yeah, that's going to happen for now. Can't really do anything about that. Maybe that's why I should continue the building. Maybe. Train stops. Do we have any of those? We gonna need some iron. Just need 2 train stops for now. And we grab some big electric poles. I will come back to that, but what I will do is I will add that on the list. Big LE motors. Oh, look at big LE motors. This is Ellie. She's big. Big Ellie. Not trying to be offensive here, she's just a big gal. Okay. And we've probably lost my drones. They're probably somewhere in the middle of nowhere. They are. That's pretty normal. In fact, all our drones are missing right now. And it also appears we've got a couple of biters just hanging out near a train line. Creepy. The signaling's not quite going to be done, but the signaling is not really that big a deal when there's no other trains on the line. Okay, I should probably go talk to those bots. Hey guys, what's up? Oh, you know what? I didn't buy explosives. Buy? I didn't buy anything. I steal. I didn't get explosives, so I do need to go and get those, I suppose. Well, look, we got some of the bots back. That's probably enough. Let's go get some cliff explosives and see what we can do. Because we do need cliff explosives to get much more done. I lost some bots as they go to repair a wall. That's okay. Bot's gonna bot. And my cliff explosives are always around here somewhere. I always lose them. Maybe if I had a better design base, this wouldn't happen every single time. Maybe. Maybe. Whoa. We're not making enough explosives right now. What? Because we don't have water? That's a confusing problem that we really shouldn't be having. Oh, I think the water was based on... It was taking it from... I know where it was taking it from. It was taking it from the core miners. Now the core miners are gone. So too goes the water. If we do that, that'll fix it. Okay. Let's see if we can fly into some of these drones. It's going to be the trickiest part I've ever done. This is the trickiest flying. There was a lot more than I really expected there. Iron is still coming through. Oh, hey guys. You got attacked from both sides, you fools. Grab these drones. So I decided to watch the first episode of Arcane. Not that I really play League of Legends anymore, I just play Teamfight Tactics, but it was good. I enjoyed it. It was a pretty good show. I'm looking forward to watching more of that. I should have picked up more signals, but again, as I said, signals don't really matter too much right now. I should have probably picked them up anyway. We're fine enough for power lines? For some reason that's not connected. That's strange. I don't know why. I'll have to figure that out in a moment. Okay. But this should be able to be built. We don't have enough iron for a tank. Whoops. That's a shame. I thought we had another train stop. Did we not have another train stop? Oh, we built 2 of them. I did. Okay, well, there you go. Oh. Hello. Yeah, as I said, this base is going to get attacked a lot more. But hopefully when we get this all hooked up, we should stop that being a problem. So we just got to get power into it. For some reason we've just got that gap in power, and I don't know why. That's alright, easily fixed. We lost a bunch of drones all over the place, but that's okay. They'll come by and fix up when they get around to it. I have faith that they'll do that. Okay. So let's connect the power, and then that probably might actually start the trains coming through. Strange that one didn't connect. Anyway. It's very strange. So while this is all being sorted out, this is not actually the end of this task, but it is a good start. Storage chests. You know, it's always good to have a storage chest just there, just in case something does happen there. Okay. At this point, doesn't look like it's quite willing to go in here for some reason yet. I'll have to figure that out. And we do need a tank still. But beyond that, we're actually probably ready to accept new friends. I think this part is built, aside from, of course, the lack of tanks. Okay, so we need more. I've just left my bots behind. That's okay. That's there on them. So we really should build a thing for rail signals, because I do seem to be needing a lot of them lately. And a lot of my trains are jammed up, probably because of the lack of rail signals. You'll get that sometimes. So what do I need? Iron and electric circuits. Okay, well that's steel and electric circuits. That's 50% of what I need. Okay, so we need a tank. We knew that. And we need just tons of those. Then we need to figure out what's holding the weapons train up. It's not happy about something. Also holding up a bunch of other trains, which is uncomfortable, but is the truth. That shouldn't be anything that's holding the trains up. Oh, yeah, okay. Being held up because of that. That also needs its own little house. Let's just put all of these in their own little house. Now, the oil train is also trying to go in there, but that's not going to really go too far because there's no oil there, no tank. So the oil train may go away and come back. That might just be what happens here. Not much I can do about that if that's exactly what happens. It also can't leave yet. That's distressing for the train. Sometimes trains get upset and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay. Did I not build a tank? I swore I built a tank. Oh, well, it's there. Okay, and they can't leave. Why not? There must be a gap here somewhere. It's probably in the crossover point. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of these construction bots. Actually, I'm going to fix this first, because I know what's the problem here. Problem is, while it is looking for T, it is also connected to the logistics network. I want to disconnect it from the logistics network. And I'm going to just give it some bots. So that way it can start building on its own. Okay, well that's fine. It needs more construction bots. They will come in time. So the train's going to go back and forwards a few times just due to poor planning. But it'll get its shit sorted out eventually. I imagine if we just get this intersection fixed up, it should. We're probably going to need to get more construction bots, but that'll be coming. In time, we shall have construction bots. Now just be really careful, because that train, when it comes in, is going to be real mad. Does it not have a way to turn into that? It doesn't. That's interesting. Yep, and here come the trains. Cool. Okay, and the oil train is probably right behind it. Okay, the point is we got trains. That's good. So that will slowly build that base up, and all we got to do is just supply it. And until that's done, that base is probably in a little bit of danger. But, I mean, what am I going to do about it? Well, I'm going to build some big... Let's make this task taken. Big alley motors. Now, the reason I'm going to put that task there is because otherwise I will half do it, and then I will just leave. I'll just gallivant off somewhere, and I'll just forget about it. The plan is, if I put it as an actual task, maybe I'll actually do it. That's the plan I've got anyway. See how that works. Actually, one more out might be... Let's go a couple more out. Just give us a bit more space. Because, I mean, it's not like I'm using this space for anything anyway. Now, this, of course, is unlikely to be the last time we need to make these, but... Okay. So if we split... and go up like here... go across... There we go. Then we also need electric circuits, which we can probably do that. Awesome. A little spaghetti, but you get that in a factory, particularly a spaghetti factory. That's not my fault. That's poor planning's fault. And I'm not in charge of planning. It's just a pipe right there. Don't worry about it. It's just a pipe. I ain't eating much. Like, if you wanted better planning, you should have got one of the planners in, but they're busy today, I understand. I believe they've got a team lunch. Lucky bastards. But this should be... because we're going to need big electric motors. I do know this for later, so it's good to just be building a supply of them now. We're going to need to extend that one more, but that's okay. That's easily done. We need to power it. And I suppose we need to power the other side too. Okay, I don't know why I decided to do it this way, because I don't even have the bots. And that would have been really good to go one more space across. Because this was deliberately the thing I was trying to avoid happening. But we didn't avoid it. In fact, we just caused it. And my bots are so far away, I basically have to click again. Cool. But the whole reason I'm doing this is actually to build more construction bots anyway, so, you know, in a way, this is the solution to my problem, just not my solution right now. One day. Okay. Yeah, this is the worst planning I've done in a while. But as I said, I'm not part of the planning team. That's not my fault. Jeez. This is atrocious. We are also out of fast inserters. So let's go get some inserters and see what we can do about that. I've fallen straight past them again. That's okay. They live here. Let's grab a bunch of them. We need some long-handled? We need some long-handled as well. And they are up here with the rest of the inserters. You never have too many long-handled. That's what I've learned in life. I expect the bots to show up just when I'm done with this, doing this manually. I could go and get the bots, but that would just prove to them that they're allowed to be lazy. And I don't want to encourage that. And that should be all of those producing some big electric motors, which is good. Okay, so I am happy with that for now. Next thing I want to do is probably just hit every button. That's a good start. Go away. So these are being made. If we could speed these up with some speed modules, that'd probably be pretty good. Because that would allow more construction bots, and construction bots are constructed pretty quickly, which is good. So it's only 0.5 seconds, so as long as the motors are coming through, we're happy. We are still missing 470 entities. Missing a radar as well, so that's cool. Hi guys. Did you want to do some building, but you just couldn't be bothered because you're lazy? Thought so. Okay, meteor defenses. We do not need a mistake of what we had yesterday. So for those we need a bunch of stuff. Cool. We do actually have some things that we just don't really need right now. Like I'm carrying around these solar panels that I'm honestly not going to be using right now. I will need a lot of them later, of course. That will not be... we cannot forget that. Accumulators, Lord knows we're going to be needing those very soon as well. Probably when it gets closer to the coronal mass ejection, which... I think what we do need to do though is probably get some walls and actually do some of the construction myself. Get some walls, get some of these, get some of these, take some flamethrower towers, take some lasers. And we're going to grab some construction bots as well, because that'll probably help this whole situation. Just a bit. And I know one of these bases has too many construction bots because I didn't understand how to do it. In fact, let's fix that while I'm here. So you were trying to put in 50. That's fine. Just disconnect to that. And there should be... You know what? I'll take some of those construction bots. That's fine. You've got 90 anyway. You don't need that many. I asked for 50. You've gotten so many more. Okay, cool. We have a... Do we have enough to make it across the lake? We do. We are running a little low on fuel. Just a little bit, but we should be alright. As long as we don't have to walk back like plebeians, should be alright. Meanwhile, my construction bots, having almost reached me, are now turning back. You get that. Don't worry about it. Okay, and we're going to put some construction bots on here. But the building can happen a little bit. So that way they... Oh, does that look like they're actually getting around the sides? Did a little bit, didn't it? I'm not okay with that. Alright, we'll just do that. The good news is the defenses are coming up. Also, we have a new moon. It's Clotho. Is it a moon? It's a moon. Let's have a look at Clotho. Clotho is a uranium-heavy planet. It is very small. It is warm, waterless, humid, thicket, earthy, and hilly. Okay. Hopefully it's not covered in biters. It's uranium rich, that's interesting. It does have biters, but I mean, hey, it's a small planet. Like, if I wanted to deal with them, I could just fly around and just kill them all. It doesn't have biter meteorites, I don't think. How small is a 450 meter planet? That's it. That's the planet size. I thought I saw this was uranium rich. I'm not seeing any uranium. Just slowly scanning the planet manually. There's a button that does this, you know. But it's 130 uranium ore. Yeah, I mean, when you say it's a uranium-rich planet, I'm expecting to see a lot. Frequency 1,776%. That's a lie. An absolute lie. I'd be expecting to see so much uranium this planet glows. Instead, I found one patch. Oh, wow, a patch right at the edge of the planet. Wow, you're so generous. 2 patches of uranium. This moon sucks. This is a sucky moon. I don't say it lightly. Anyway, it appears we were attacked briefly. But the flamethrower turrets have done a good job. I might even put another one just because it does look like they might attack from that side a few times. Because that might just be their favorite place to attack. And I'd be happier if I was prepared for that. Okay, so that defensive wall is coming up nicely. And with that, I'm going to slowly edge away. Actually, I could just turn off my personal robot port. And trust that these guys will do the rest. They do have some robots. But yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we were building on the meteor defenses because quite frankly, when 4 meteors hit you right in the science, that's pretty bad. So we don't want that happening ever again. If we can prevent it, obviously. And we probably need to get a bit more fuel. So that is kept just over here. And we just put wood in there. Okay, so how many more meteor defenses do we want? I think 3, which is a lot. 3 is a lot. Also, I don't really have the space for that. My trash slots are all full. Okay. Well, we can empty some of them by doing that. Stone should be coming through to some degree. And we can drop some of these brick walls off here. Because I see no reason not to. We are under attack. There, that's fine. That wall holds. That's a good wall. No flamethrowers on that wall yet, but that's okay. So every 100, let's just try to get 300. If we can get 300, we're good. We're good. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. Then we need glass, steel plate, batteries. Okay. Well, glass is, again, pretty easy to get. Okay. Plenty of glass. Steel. You must steal yourself. Like, from the mall. Is that not what people do? Do people not steal themselves from the mall? No, you purchase yourself from the mall. Don't be a thief. I steal myself from the mall. Why not? That's not a crime to steal yourself. Now, I've done it a bit lazy in the fact that I didn't actually get copper cables. I'm just constructing those by hand. And 1 more battery should do it. Okay, so that'll be 2 more meteor defenses. Which should be enough to hopefully protect me for a little while. Also, I did notice while doing my tests that that was a big hole in my defenses. Well, not defenses, sorry, in My oil, I should have another oil derrick going. Oil pump? I don't know if a derrick and a pump is different things. I legitimately do not know. But even so, I should have more oil going. And I didn't have put a radar up there, so let's go do that now. I do carry radars. Good. There are some drones here. Okay, well, I'll pick them up. I see no reason not to. Otherwise, I'll just go around and blame them for being lazy again. But really, it's my fault for being a bad drone dad. My report is not on currently, but that's fine. If we could... No, let's build one defense at a time. And meteor defenses are almost done, so that's good. We want a radar up. Now, of course, this radar might just get destroyed, so I'll put some radars in here just as a backup. Still want some more drones. Greedy. It's got enough drones in there now, though, so that's good. So, look, let's just go back to weapon pick. And let's do a little bit of building myself just to... Oh, good, a meteorite. That's alright. I wasn't prepared for it. 2 out of 5. That was a while away. We are out of pipes. The flamethrowers will not extend much further, but that's okay. We can turn the report off now. I think we've done well. And as we build more drones, which are coming faster now, which is very good, we should be progressing. Okay, so let's get these big-ass meteor defenses up. That way we can hopefully deflect up to 4 meteors. Of course, 6 were the ones that absolutely destroyed me, so maybe we need more than 4. Maybe we do. That's alright. There's not really space for them there, so let's just... Chunk chunk! Now, it could be a little bit too much ammo, but I would rather have too much ammo than not enough. I don't think anyone will ever really disagree on that logic. Now, of course, these will also require a heck of a lot of power, but that's okay. Because I've got lots of power right now. As much as I'd probably like another one, I think that'll do for now. What would another one take? How's power going? Power is going mostly okay. I think because my core miners are a little bit broken right now. But yeah, when these things fire, they require like 40 megajoules of energy each. Which is quite a bit. That's a sizable amount of energy they're going to require. But of course, then it goes back down to 10 megajoules each, I believe, when they're not charging. Which is 5 megajoules. Okay, which is still quite a bit, but hopefully not enough to really cause problems. Okay, and has my core miner started up again? No, unfortunately iron's kind of pooping everything up right now. But the point is we've done more meteor defenses. Defense grid's still going, new oil drills, that's part of it. Improve iron forge. Vulcanite is required before we do that. So let's look at Vulcanite. So we have Vulcanite, which is good. We've got to crush it. We've got pulverizers, so we can crush that plenty well. Then we're going to wash it using chemical plants. Can't use decontamination because can't be used on land. Then with that, we turn them into Vulcanite blocks. Okay, so the pulverizers we already have, they live over here. And we can just pull these apart now because, quite frankly, they ain't doing nothing. We'll probably take these tanks as well, actually. Oh, let's turn on my roboports as well. There's a couple of core fragments, that's okay, we can drop those off at the other pulverizers later. Don't really know what I'm going to do with this space anymore. Maybe it'll be something for rocketry, I don't know. Do I just put solar power into it? Probably a bit of a waste. Just make sure that I haven't cut power off to anything. Of course I have. Well, I'm glad I checked. Okay, so these things don't produce a lot of power, but it's probably best not to completely eliminate the power they create. This water does go to things that's required, so that can stay. And these can be destructed as well. I don't believe this water really goes anywhere useful. And we're not going to be making any more flamethrower ammo, at least not through that way. Okay, so we've got a big honkin' space now that we're just not using. That's alright. That doesn't do anything anymore. None of that does. That's right, that's what you're doing this bit for, just to make a little bit extra space. We can figure out what we're actually doing. We do have just a bunch of uranium, which I don't really have a plan for that. But you know what? I think we're done here. I think we're good. Yeah, I suppose we would have a bunch of stuff we don't really need, wouldn't we? And we probably need to... We're going to need to move that Vulcanite at some point as well, because we've got, almost 50,000 units of Vulcanite just doing nothing. It's not great. But let's go get some Vulcanite so it is doing something. I would like to put a radar here, just so that way I can see what's going on there. That's gonna set all that up. Neat. Don't really have the efficiency modules for it right now, but that's probably okay. I think we're missing a radar over by the core miners as well, so let's go give them some of that love of a radar so we can watch them at all times. One of those creepy love stories, I'm afraid, because we just want to always be watching the shadows, being all creepy like. And I believe we've got some core... Nope. Life sports facility. That looks like a core fragment. Okay, so until the iron gets itself sorted, we need to start getting the Vulcanite prepared. That's a known thing, but quite frankly, we don't need the iron forge yet. So I was thinking Vulcanite, we could prepare like here. There's plenty of space. It's not too far away from water. Yeah. And so the Vulcanite can start. Now we are going to have a train now. Again, this might seem like a silly train to begin with. The whole point of it is so that the Vulcanite can come in here easily. So we're going to do that. We are also going to, just to make it a bit easier on myself, we're going to do that. Just so the Vulcanite can come in from either way. Okay, cool. Then we're going to have a train stop, because all good train stations need a train stop. You don't have a train stop, well, I mean, what are you doing? You haven't made a train station, that's for sure, I'll tell you that. Okay. Rail. Right there. And this is going to be called Vulcan Drop. Wait, we have a station called Beanie? the hell is Beanie Station? We got 2 stations called Beanie. Well, that's awkward. Okay. We're going to need a couple of storehouses just as a better way to bring stuff in, which is of course concrete and steel plates. We have enough concrete, steel plates. We are a little short on, but that's okay. Steel plates coming pretty rapidly anyway. 2 storehouses. 2 storehouses. In fact, I would like probably even more storehouses because, of course, it's great when you get it all made up, but then what are you going to do with it? Well, you got to ship it out again, don't you? So we're going to get up to 200 and get some concrete in there. This is called pre-planning. I know, I'm just as startled that I'm doing it as well. It looks like this is actually all dried up now. So let's get rid of all of this. We'll keep some of the lasers. And we don't need to worry about it right now, but of course the drones are going to immediately launch out and screw everything up. But that's okay, that's kind of on me. Okay, now storehouse, storehouse. And this is going to be for my Vulcanite. Heck, ing, yes. I think that's how this goes. Oh, they're under attack. That's okay, they don't really do much damage anymore. Okay, welcome. Thank you for bringing me the fast transport belts. I will actually need them. The wood, on the other hand, I don't really need, but, you know, you get what you get. And, of course, it doesn't have any power because it's not rigged quite against the same network, but that'll do it. Okay, great. So, as we've discussed, we'll leave that there for now, actually. Pulverizers. This is just going to create crushed Vulcanite, and that's going to require... That'll take 1.5 belts worth. So if we go like that, on theory that should be 1/4 of a belt, yes. So if we go water, so that's half, that's a full belt. Full belt of Vulcanite right there. Now, of course, the other option is then we do something else, but we're not going to. We're going to do the old trick where we just put everything through on the same line, because that's what all the professionals do. I know that's not what the professionals do, but I do it anyway. Why? Because I am a creature of habit. Cool. So Vulcanite goes through there, and it gets crushed. I don't think anything else comes out of here. Certainly hope not, because I'm not prepared for that. Then after you crush it, you gotta wash it. You gotta wash your Vulcanite. Because if you don't have washed Vulcanite, you're kinda gross. I don't think I need to tell you that. Stop being gross. Wash your Vulcanite. Gross. Wash your Vulcanite. You're gross then. I'm washing my Vulcanite. Yeah. Oh, okay, I haven't washed it yet. Oh, my wife's got a good point. I haven't washed my Vulcanite yet, so currently I am still gross. Okay, well, shit, she wins again. This is a common occurrence if you're new here. Oh, she's mic dropped now over me being gross. What is that blueprint? Okay, so now we can start washing our Vulcanite. Well, we've got to start somewhere. You're being mean to me again. I deserve it, of course. We're gonna need some more pipes. I mean, to be fair, you always need more pipes. I thought I just heard a meteorite coming in and I got a little scared. But it's okay now. I don't know how many of these I need, but there's no harm in having more. Okay, so that'll wash our Vulcanite. And then after you've washed your Vulcanite, then you've got to process the Vulcanite into blocks. Hey, Jury. It is a bit comfy, yeah. We're expanding outwards these days, though. Now that we're getting defensive walls against the biters, the walls are, we're expanding outwards, and it's going to be a little less comfy, but, oh, geez, that probably needed power. That's probably an issue. But yeah, working on it. We hope to expand. We hope to be less spaghetti. I will not promise no spaghetti. I can't promise that. I know who I am as a person. 2 meteorites came in. None made the ground. Very good. Power should be kind of scary now, though. Not as scary as I thought it would be. I had 4 shots. Huh. I really thought the draw would be more. That's okay. We can actually probably get rid of all of these. Look, I do let the spaghetti flow through me whenever I get the chance. I've been told I need to eat less carbs, but I say no, the spaghetti must flow through me. It's a dumb joke, for that I apologize. I don't really apologize, actually. I liked the joke too much. Okay. So, with that... we gotta wash our Vulcanite. Now, as I said, don't want to be gross, you gotta wash your Vulcanite. If Vulcanite's not washed, you are gross, and I'm sorry you had to find out this way. Because I haven't washed it yet. Okay, so that will be putting out half a belt's worth of that. So if it's putting out half a belt's worth, then we are needing 8 per side. Okay, that's 4. That's a miss. And that's 8. Oh, we're gonna have steam coming through on one side as well. Shoot! That's always just a bit more annoying. Okay, so they are too close. So we're going to use the patented trick, which I like to call going backwards and forwards. And also we're going to need some steam engines to get rid of the steam that we are inevitably going to create. 1 should be enough, probably. And we are slightly too close, so let's move this one down. Let's not move the one that definitely needs to stay right where it is, because that could cause a problem. Now, step 1 of washing Vulcanite, what do you need? Water. Obviously. I shouldn't have to tell you that. What are you going to wash it with? Oil? That's just going to get you gross Vulcanite. No one wants that. It'd be chip chip? Sticky! I know that Hindi word. Is that Hindi? Or is it just a sound? It's a Hindi onomatopoeia. Okay. I wash my Vulcanite with a rag on a stick. Hell yes, that's what I'm talking about. You know what? That meme never fails to amuse. Just a really fat Bart Simpson. Okay, now we don't have power yet, but that's okay. The plan is we're going to put the Vulcanite on one side. We're going to try and do the one and done. Now, people say the one and done is dangerous and it should never be attempted. But me? I'm a rebel. I don't care. This is also facing the wrong way. Oh, geez. Some of them are definitely facing the wrong way. Okay. That gets my steam. And my water. Now, how much water does this take? Actually, I don't think it'll take much. Wait, tell me we weren't... Oh no. We were working this out on much, much faster belts than we have. Well, that sucks. You know what? There's a way of fixing this. What you do... Okay, here we go. Don't mind me. I'm just playing the game like all the pros do and actually doing it right for a change. You turn everything around, right? And so then the input becomes the output, and the output becomes the input. And you go, that's not helpful. It's like, actually, it is more helpful than you will ever know. Just boop. And boop. And now, see, what we've done is we've fixed the problem, and we're awesome. Okay, so now that's giving us... That's way too pro and exactly as intended. Hell yeah, sorry. I don't know if you realize this, you're going to see some pro gameplay today. But here we are. And this one, I mean, this one can use my usual standard technique of having the inputs on the inside. Because it's called the input. Why would you have the input on the outside? That would be the output. I mean, come on. Come on, Factorio professionals. I shouldn't need to tell you that. I made a mistake. I can't deny it and I can't hide it. I refuse to hide it. It's just hiding things. Look, I'm an honest person and I make mistakes. Constantly. I never stop making mistakes. I don't know why this became a thing about honesty. Thanks, Bob Ross. Appreciate it. Okay. So now we've got Steam that we don't particularly want, which is strange because I personally prefer Steam. But we're going to put the Steam valve here, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do that, and whoop doo. And the Steam should be connected. Okay, and then we, having washed our Vulcanite, and we're no longer filthy bastards. Productivity. You can productivity a washed Vulcanite? Okay. Now we're going to output things, but we're going to be outputting stone as well. Sometimes. So we do need to consider that. That's not a hard consideration to take. It's just going to be a simple one of these bad boys. And the good news is the stone is being refined just down there, which I totally remembered about the stone when I started building this, which is why I built it right here. Everyone knows I'm lying. Everyone knows that I didn't realize this and it's just a happy accident again. We are going to need more belts though, because we have got 3 left. And I don't need to tell you, but 3 is not going to be enough to complete this construction. So let's go get some of those. Copper train came by. Alexander copperplate. Okay. Is this still being constructed? I think it's still got a problem with construction bots. Okay, well, it'll get there. Let's just check that real quick. Yeah, so these are still taking a lot of time to build one. And batteries are coming through a bit slow, which is probably bad. Oh, geez, hi guys. What are you guys doing here? Well, thankfully I've got just... I don't know why it's creating so many blueprints. I'm not trying to create them. I'm not putting them in my inventory. It just creates them. Pretty sure I'm not making this mistake. That's a bold claim. Okay. Rid of that tree. And we're going to split this. One can go down into here. Input priority that side. Thank you very much, sirs. Same thing. Just because while I'd love to get rid of the stone, I think focusing on the Vulcanite one is more important, because otherwise the Vulcanite will crap out and that'll be bad. I'm cleaning it now. Thank you. I mean, you gotta leave the ship there. I don't know what I was gonna do with it. I was originally gonna like launch my first ship from there. I suppose I still could, but I've got Satellite Island over here, which I'm rather proud of. Satellite Island. Okay. Maybe I just have a flashing sign that just flashes red and just goes oops, oops, oops. That would actually be pretty funny. I could do that. I'm really fond of Satellite Islands. The dumbest thing I've made in quite some time. Okay, so this is going to output a full red belt of Vulcanite. Cool. We do need to get rid of the stone, but thankfully I can just chuck it in this warehouse and it'll sort itself out. Cool. Now Vulcanite needs to come along this way. And why this way? Well, because now the plan is we come back up and then we feed it into the rail system. Oh, yes we do. Now the question is, do I do this Vulcanite system when I go to a planet that just is made of Vulcanite? And I don't have the answer for that one, I just don't. But we'll find out. Now this one, let's just prepare the blocks. Let's just do one of these. So a full belt of these is going to need 40 machines. Holy shit. Well, that's 5, 10, 15, 20. So that might need to come up and around, because that is clearly not enough room. Okay, just make sure they're all marked for Vulcanite. Get rid of some of these rocks, because they're just going to piss me off. You'll excuse the foul language from me there. And if you don't, that's okay, I understand. And we are going to do it the pro way. The way that the true professionals do it. Because I am a true professional. I'll never say that without laughing. Okay, and we are under attack. That base is going to fall one day. But not today. That's what really matters. Okay, then if we copy this, and in theory it should... No, it needs to flip. Like that. I have learned about the F key. Specifically the key that says F rather than the function keys. I knew about the function keys for a long time. Wouldn't I know about the F key for longer? Well, you'd think that, wouldn't you? How have I paid my respects in the past? I just said sorry like some sort of fool. I was not able to pay my respects properly yet before, but now I can. I can press F in chat. That's weird, I pressed F in chat and it just brought up the help screen. I assume pressing F1 makes a help screen appear. If it doesn't, that joke doesn't work. The stone's coming through. Does that mean iron's coming through now? Okay, great. So the core miners should be mostly working. Okay, I think I see the problem there. I will sort that out in just a moment. I'll finish the Vulcanite, which is not really that much more to go. Just gotta rig it up with power, which is, of course, the easy part, he says as he completely messes it up. It wouldn't surprise me if this is the part that I mess up. It wouldn't be the first time I've messed up power anyway. Actually, whatever. I was like, I probably did that too many power poles there, but it's probably fine. So yeah, there we go. I messed up power. It's not even connected. Ah, foolish move. Now this train then needs to be able to leave. Just run into a tree. Yes, that's the plan. And it needs to be able to go back into there, should it be required. Or, depending on the way of the world, maybe through that tree. God, so... Ah! Okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Didn't die. It's fine. Just a little startled, that's all. Okay. Think... Put some lights in. And we're more or less good to go. Do need to build more lights. So let's do a quick run of the Vulcanite. So we just want to make sure that it works. Okay, it is being washed. No, it is being crushed. Maybe there's need to be stack inserters, I don't know. Then, I don't need to tell anyone this, but I think it's pretty obvious. That's wrong. We need to move everything one along that way. Wait. No, that was supposed to be a cut. So just cut everything. And we want to move that like that. Well, that was a mistake. Was it a happy accident? No, that was an absolute balls up. And then what we need to do is move that down another notch. No. Ah, shoot. That all one more notch down as well. Okay. Problem solved. I mean, problem created as well, but you know, problem solved. Then we need to bring it up that way. Okay. So let's push the put the washed Vulcanite into here. Make sure it's working. Vulcanite is being washed. I forget how long-handled inserters even work. The fact about long-handled inserters is they are longer than your regular inserters. You fool. Okay. But got washed. And we have Vulcanite bricks. Amazing. And steam is all gone? Steam is all gone. Okay. So now what we need is a locomotive for the Vulcanite and a couple of cargo wagons, and then we can get that all out of there. Okay, we're good. Getting this sorted. No. I've come from playing C Block for a very long time, and I'm used to reds actually being fasts, and you can change how far they go. Um, so no, no, that was a mistake. That's all right. Welcome to the channel. This is how mistakes happen, often and regularly, but hopefully with humorous side effects. Or at the very least, a realization that sometimes not everything is perfect. Just happy little accidents that cause a lot of spaghetti. Okay. And that should be... Okay, then we're going to put our Vulcanite train down. That train is jammed for some reason. Why are you jammed? Because everything is on the same freaking network. That made sense at the time. Okay. Iron is still a bit of a problem, but that's okay. We'll fix that. Add station. Is this Benny? This is Benny. You need to be called something else. Particularly Vulcan. Pick. Now, there's supposed to be coal here, but it's not here right now because iron is full. But when iron's not full, then we'll have coal. So, train names, please. Thank you. Full cargo, and then down to yeah, Vulcan, empty. That's the wrong thing. Empty cargo. Is that full already? Wow, okay. So let's see what a full stack. Let's see what a full stack of Vulcanite looks like being processed. It doesn't really go far, I know. It could have gone on the belt, but this is for future proofing. I actually almost wonder if these need to be stack inserters. They do. Okay, good to know. Takes a little bit more power, but that's alright. Okay, and that... slightly in the wrong place. Okay, that's fine, because we can easily move that. They do need power, though. Alright, never be afraid to point out me making mistakes. That's all I gotta say. I will make them sometimes, more than I care to, but I appreciate mistakes being pointed out. Because, look, let's be honest, Factorio is a tough game, even in the best of times. I know it's not the hardest game in the world, and I'm not being like, oh, Factorio is so difficult, because it's not, usually. But as an engineering game, it's very easy to overlook some, like, silly little errors. And, I mean, honestly, that's kind of the fun of the game. Okay, so we now have Vulcanite blocks. Great. With the Vulcanite blocks, we would like to, I don't know, put them somewhere. What I could do is put a line... Oh, absolutely. Oh, look, enjoy the fumbling. Don't you worry about that. I will certainly tell someone... If me fumbling is the entertainment, if it's a clown falling on his ass repeatedly, I mean, you enjoy that clown falling on his ass. That's what I say. Okay. Now we're going to do a couple of things here. So we wanted the Vulcanite loading coming from this way. Let's get rid of all that wood and stone. And apparently coal. Now we can't even really use the Vulcanite yet, but that will be resolved shortly. Gosh, we've got a lot of stuff we really don't need. Why does that keep doing that? Go away. And then, so we need another train stop. Welcome to train stop. Okay, and we'll get that stone out of the way. Stone is still not quite coming through the way I want it to, mostly because iron is kind of crapping itself out. But actually, you know what? Never mind. That should have helped. And if I do input priority where the core miners are, probably going to help even more. Yeah, basically, because these are... Wow, we've got another full box of Vulcanite, do we? Okay, so we need to go get some train stuffings. Actually, did we pick up my fuel refinery? I don't think we did. I think it's still where it always was. Which was... Yeah, it's just sitting there with just, like, in the middle of nowhere. It's so sad. Alright, so that's going to get rid of enough of my wood. It's always sad to get rid of your wood that way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said that aloud. No one needed that. Need some train stops. And then... God, bullets. I don't know what I'm even going to do with these bullets. I don't even use guns anymore. Probably put them in a box. Probably the right idea, honestly. You know what? I have a box around here that I can chuck things into. Somewhere. There's a box. Okay. So, bullets we really shouldn't ever need again. Anything else that we just don't need again? I don't know why I'm carrying around uranium fuel cells. Maybe if in case I feel lonely and cold, I can just hug it for warmth. People say that's a dangerous move. I say I don't care. The night vision goggles because they made a weird sound every time I took off and landed. Didn't like that. And gun turrets. Don't need those because I don't use them anymore. Okay, let's just continue clearing this land. I really need more wood in my inventory. You know what they say, you can never have too much wood. I mean, in C-Block, I suppose that was true. You could never have too much wood. You always needed a lot of it. But this, probably not so much. We are running out of stack inserters. In fact, we are exactly out of stack inserters. And a train has run out of fuel. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense in a way. Okay, I know what the problem there is. Problem there... that I actually want this to be an overflow situation. As opposed to what I've got now where... not. I mean, okay, one option I could have, and this is kind of a dumb option, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to set a circuit to... really? Like it was deliberately built for that reason. It's like, nah, actually I just changed my mind. Don't wanna. Okay. Okay, so. Can't see anything because of my bloody jetpack. Okie dokie. And then finally, I want to connect that to this. Actually, I want to connect it like that. Yeah. So enable if coal is... No, coal is greater less than coal. What? What sort of maths am I running here? Equal to 8. So that is an enable disable, and the other one should be read belt contents hold. Great. So that train shouldn't have stopped moving, but that's okay. And we've already got a bunch of coal on us, so it's fine. We could even chuck Vulcanite blocks in there. I mean, hey, it's the way of the future, right? Some coal is greater than other coal. I mean, if coal is greater than coal, but coal is great, how does this work? Coal is the greatest material ever created, ever since uranium. No, wait, uranium's better. Wrong way around. Okay, and split that. A couple of lights. I always like lights at the end. A couple of lights here too would be good. Okay, when I said a couple of lights, I didn't mean literally in the same place. Okay. So now we have Vulcanite being turned into bricks. How big are the bricks? Wow, 100, huh? Okay, that's good. What we wanted to see. And everything's sort of catching up. Good. Now the two options we have here is at this point the train is going to be able to divert its way through the world. Because I'm cool that way. Different grades of coal. Oh my goodness. See, that seems like something that... What's, like the steampunk Factorio mod? That seems like something that would do. Be cool, actually. I mean, it'd be a pain, let's be honest. It'd be a right pain, but... I mean, people would enjoy it. Yeah, Industrial Revolution, that's what I was thinking. But let's be honest, Factorio players are gluttons for punishment. Oh, okay, I'll rephrase it. I'm a glutton for punishment. And therefore everyone is like me. Other Factorio players don't get punished. Well, everyone's at their own level, I suppose. Alright, so, good. Now we've got Vulcanite process, we can get it the heck out of here. Get rid of those trees, please. I don't like trees. I don't want the trees. So then we can put it very slowly so I don't make the mistake. And that's going to jam it up a little bit, so that should work. Great. Then make sure you get your signaling right, because if you get your signaling wrong, everyone's going to laugh at you. I mean, maybe they won't laugh at you, but perhaps they should. Mineable coal and charcoal. Huh. That's cool. Okay. So with that, we then have Vulcanite that's able to enter the lines wherever it needs to, and we haven't killed power here. We haven't. It does still need more... Why are we not... Hang on, I think we got a problem, and I think I know what the problem is. I was like, why are we not getting construction bots? We should have thousands of them. And I think we've run into a silly little problem with my really bad design circuit network. Except, no, I don't think we have. Hi Nuke, how you doing? Why do we not want to put the construction in there? Is there a reason, or are you just lazy? Because you're holding walls, okay. Oh, I see, because it tries... Okay. I see the mistake. It's trying to do lots of things at once. And then the stack size is too big and it gets stuck that way. That's kind of a hilarious and annoying problem. So we actually need to have stack size be 1 here. So that's annoying, but there's really no way to get around that. But at the same time, that should allow this train to actually build that defensive line now. Oh, okay, we've had lots of construction bots ready to go for a while. Okay, so that's good. Vulcanite refining. Done! One more thing. Let's see, this should excite the drones. Here come the walls, and there go the drones. There'd be lots of walls required here. We probably do need to put another radar down there, actually. Or up there, rather. Okay, cool. Yeah, that is an issue. I've never tried to do circuits this way, but I'm like, I want to learn. Like, I could just keep playing the same game over and over and doing the same tricks, but I'm like, if you don't learn from what you've done before, then what are you doing? So I'm learning, but I'm also making new mistakes. One of my mistakes apparently is not bringing any more radars. That was an interesting mistake I've made there. I don't know if radars ever come into here, but that's okay. Looks like, though, most of this is being assembled. Laser turrets are coming online. Flamethrowers are coming online. We got some Webelfeffens, or what are they called? With rocket launchers. Webelnerfens, sorry. I like it because it sounds cute. But of course, it's a weapon of destruction. It fires a lot of missiles. It probably killed a lot of people. So maybe Webelnerfens aren't the cutest things. I mean, I once tried to make a belt that the entire game, played a game that the entire belt was sushi belt, and the rule was I wasn't allowed to make sense. It didn't go particularly well for what I feel are obvious reasons, but it was fun. I was streaming it at the time. This was years ago before I had a regular streaming schedule, and all that would happen is people would come in and go, "What are you doing and why?" And I was like, "I don't really have a reason," which is a bad reason to do something. Because I didn't understand quite how to do reading belts and have like some sort of. I was trying to do a blood belt without having any way to get rid of the trash. So the entire belt would be full of coal, typically, which was not great. But I tried it, and maybe that's the real winner on the day. It's not, but you know. Okay, so this. Oh wait, do they actually have radars? Oh wow, does it get radars? Damn, it does get radars. Heck yeah. Look at me who thinks about things ahead of time but forgets about it. Okay, so this base is more or less complete. I'll let it be completed before we start on the next one. We do really want oil, but I don't really want to start oil until... Did iron get messed up again? It did. That's okay. At some point, the 1 million oil will be gone, and this is all we have left. And actually, the next thing we want to do is improve Iron Forge for the Horde. I don't know why I wrote for the Horde. I just said Iron Forge, and I thought, haha, it's like Warhammer. Warcraft. Yikes. The trick might be to avoid putting on items. I think what the real trick is to be able to pull things out. So it's kind of like a blood belt system where the blood circulates. And so you've got like the heart, which sort of is fuel, I guess. And you need to be able to have a liver and pull things out that you don't need, or just make sure that if you've got too much coal, it sort of brings the coal back. That's, I think, the real trick. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about blue science and why it's not happening. I have a funny feeling, though, it's mostly because of lack of plastics. Which to me sounds... I lost all my drones. Which to me sounds like we're lacking. Doesn't look like we're lacking anything. Yeah, they're getting around that wall. That's not super cool. Okay. Okay, so they should all be building. Oh, I think they were queued up for a little while. That's why there was a delay. That's alright, they'll get there. So now what I'd like to do is build a new level of forge, the industrial furnace. It consumes a shit ton of power, which is why I've been holding this off. But, well, those are batteries. I would like to actually finish this, and once this base is done, we can build another defensive line. We need 3 more defensive lines before we get done and can get these oil patches without having to worry about it. There is 2 oil patches I got my eye on right now, and they should be good to get very soon. Of course, if iron... we kind of don't want to make things more efficient right now, oddly enough. You'd think we would, but just want petroleum. So maybe that's what we got to focus on. Is this train on yet? Okay, it is. We probably need to just make sure this is a little bit better defended. Alright, all my drones are missing right now, so they're not here right now to do any of this. Yeah, that might be Blood Belt. There was a mod for Blood Belts that I was quite intrigued about using, and then I sort of stopped playing Factorio for a while. And when I came back, the mod kinda didn't work anymore, and I was kind of disappointed. I had my chance for greatness, well, for mediocreness, and I blew it. Oh, what the? What are you doing here? Yeah. Well, it wasn't really about trying to have a successful and efficient base. It was more about trying to see if you can. And we should be more or less done. Let's just put the pipes together because for some reason the game doesn't want to. Put the flamethrowers down. And by that, I think we've got a completed wall, which is good. I don't know why they weren't finishing it themselves, but that's okay. And I think we're good there. So can you walk across that? You can walk across part of it. You can't walk across this part, so that should be fine. We'll do one more laser turret just for fun. Okay, so that baseline is completed. It's time to do the next one, which is going to be, unfortunately, a bit of a longer one. Also, is there an alien over there? Like just one biter or something? There's a worm! Okay, just one worm, just chilling. He's like, man, I'm sure enjoying my day. I hope nobody comes along and ruins my day doing something completely unrelated to anything going on right now. That's all wrong. That positioning was incorrect. Okay, let's try that again. This time, let's actually have a line that makes sense, which is from here to there. Okay, good. Now, I do notice there is a hive of villainy and scum over there. Don't really know how I'm going to deal with that, but maybe the plan is get this down and then just go over there and shoot them a bit. This is a long wall. Not much I can really do about that. Point is, this is going to be where we hold for another line. And then this, or these oil patches are still not quite able to be accessed. But the next two walls are not nearly as large, so... Anyway, we're going to go deal with some of those biters, because I don't want them there. Don't want to be rude, but I also don't want them there. It's time to welcome the neighbors, as they say. Just quick note, if you try to welcome your neighbors using red hot lasers, no one likes that. The police do not find that entertaining or good. So don't do that. You know, generally your new neighbors will also not appreciate it. No one is happy in this story, is what I'm saying. Okay. So let's build another one of these. And then hopefully this does the job. I think that's a good place to end that. All my construction bots are out flying towards me. Explains why they didn't start trying to build that wall. Because they literally couldn't. And we will need to... I mean, okay, lasers do cut off limbs incredibly precisely, but your neighbors are unlikely to thank you for like, hey, thanks for cutting off my arm really cleanly. You know, I appreciate that. Like, I didn't want 2 arms and 2 legs, but now I don't have them. But hey, I'm not bleeding to death. I mean, they were fine before you lasered them. Probably. I'm not a doctor. Maybe you saved their lives. Maybe that's the argument you need. Real quick, I'm also not a lawyer. Don't try this argument. I don't think anyone would, but a YouTube streamer told me to is not what I want to hear or see on the news. I mean, it would be a Not the Onion article though, oh, like headline. And I mean, as much as I love reading Not the Onion, I would be like, oh man, I think that was me. Shit. No, the news would find me before that. The news is very quick at finding people who do that. That is, well, valid. If your lawn is being trod upon and the kids are not getting off your goddamn lawn, then maybe that's on them. You had a sign. You had a finely managed lawn. That's on them. Real quick, you cannot put rails on a spaceship. I didn't know that information. I didn't know I needed to know that information, but I guess it's kind of cool to know. Okay, we need more rails. I like how I processed the Vulcanite and I did nothing with it. I really at least should be making these new furnaces. Ooh, space rails. I don't. You've asked a good question. Can space rails go on a spaceship? It doesn't say no. Space rails may work. Valid point. Well done. You've beaten the system again. What am I here for? Rails. It's literally what I was talking about. And some of those. How are we going towards launching the next rocket, by the way? Not great. Probably because of the lack of petroleum. That makes sense. Okay, they tried to get through. They failed. That's good. I like it when they fail. That shouldn't be news to anyone. We need two train stops as well, actually. So let's get those while we're here. Okay, and off we go. We've got all this Vulcanite here. I don't know what we're going to do with that, but we've got it. And the Vulcanite here has no radar. We get some radars? I think we should get some radars before we leave. I know where we can find a stack of radars. You gotta beat the system. The system will get you down. It's like the man. If you aren't beating the man's beating you. And, I mean, you know, I'm not judging if you want that. Okay, so now I've got the stone that I don't want. I've also got this wood that I don't want. So I'm always just going to throw my wood into the fuel processor because I like the idea of turning wood into jet fuel because that's heckin' cool. I know there are things that are going to require wood later. Actually, let's check that real quick. Before I throw away all my wood, I haven't really thought about that. Delivery capsule wood. I don't think so. I know you can do life support canisters a better way. Don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care. Biosludge is other ways to get. Okay. Just double check on those life support canisters. Yeah, you can make them out of coal and water. I got infinite coal and infinite water. Ah, look, I've been there. That's all good though. Hope work's not too busy for you. Gosh, I have no idea what I'm doing at work tomorrow. Probably gotta figure that out tomorrow. New project, I think. I'm gonna talk about work now. No, I'm not. Oh, well, hell yeah, then. Well, okay, no deadline and no boss. That's the hardest work because now, who's gonna know? You know, now no one's on your back. That's where I always struggle. I mean, I do have a boss, and I don't really have deadlines very often, but sometimes. It's more just about actually getting it done. Did I leave all my construction bots somewhere? Yeah, they're all over there. Son of a bitch. That's fine. So, now what we want to do is another one of these bases. Well, yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem you're going to have to bring up with your boss, I imagine. That should more or less do it. Oh, hey, Mighty Panda. Good of you to join in. Good to see you here. Okay, so I've lost a bunch of my drones to laziness. Them being lazy, not me. I am a good drone dad. And I would never leave my drones behind, because a drone is like a child to me. Sometimes they get eaten by aliens and you just go, that's not my fault! Anyway, back to I'm a bad drone dad. Hello, my children. Please don't get eaten. It is dangerous to go alone. Take this. Okay, you guys, really? You're gonna go repair stuff? The place isn't even attacked very often anymore. Actually, that's true. It's not really attacked very often at all. Okay, look. Stop. I need you to be actually doing some other things. There's a big clump of drones there. I mean, yeah, that is true. We are getting into dangerous territory where I'm gonna nope the heck out of this one, I'm afraid. Because it's... Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's a problem in other countries, but that's a bit of a problem in this country sometimes, I understand. Not a huge problem, but generally beating children is a bad idea. And I think video games are well aware of that. I always like in video games where children are indestructible. It's like, I see why you've done it, because you don't want to be branded as like the, oh, this is the game where you harm children. No one wants to be that game. But then you've got games like Fable, where if you hit children with a lightning bolt, I didn't do this, I'm just saying, they go flying into the air and then they run away. And it's like, but they're not harmed, they just flew into the air. Because they run away screaming. And I guess a child screaming doesn't... I don't know. And in Skyrim, I think children are just invulnerable, like they cannot be hurt. I'm sure someone's made a joke about, like, the adventurer just strapping a bunch of children to themselves and going to fight dragons, because, haha, dragons cannot hurt me anymore. I'm sure that's a joke that's been overdone. Can't recall seeing it, but I'm sure someone's like, yep, seen it a million times. The oldest joke in Skyrim, aside from arrow in the knee. Oh, I see what's happened there. And that arrow in the knee joke really went too long. Like, people are still making jokes about arrow in the knee, and it's kind of crazy. We can probably move that one to over here. And we might need to actually set up the power. Cannot insert coal. Oh, I mean, that is actually another crazy thing, yeah. I remember when Skyrim came out and I bought it day one, and I never finished it because I really didn't like it that much. It was fine, but, you know, it was like, well, okay. That's the game. Elder Scrolls is one of those series, like, I know people love it, and every time I try to play it, I just go, it's fine. It's just not for me, I guess. And I love big, sprawling RPGs. I don't know, the game never clicked with me, I guess. And yet, then they keep releasing it. It's like, guys, make a new game so I can buy that and go, it's fine, I guess. Like, in the end of the day, I just still want to just have another Elder Scrolls game that I just go, oh, okay, well, I bought it. I got really excited about it. Now we should be seeing... not yet. Oh, we need some combiners. Alright, so I saw a drone, I got really scared. I was like, oh shit, the biters are back. It was just a drone. Bethesda's making another game, really? I don't believe you. No path to weapon drop, really? Did I miss this? Oh, I've missed a few tracks. Okay, so hopefully, once these tracks are done, we should be getting, yeah, okay, tracks are going well. Finish those tracks and we should see the trains come by. Thankfully, because I fly everywhere now, thanks to the jetpack mod, which is, of course, the best thing. Skyrim in space, sure. I mean, look, I loved Fallout's an interesting series as well these days. Like, Fallout 3 was fine. Fallout New Vegas, made by another company, was amazing. And then Fallout 4, I mean, I didn't really play it because I just kind of got bored of it immediately. Which, I mean, is Fallout 4 worth playing these days? I know people were really excited about it when it came out, but I just feel like the discourse on it these days is kind of disappointed. Okay, the drones, here they come. They are setting up. We should have everything we need to get this all built, at least mostly. And the more this gets built now, the happier I'll be. Oh, we need a pump. Okay, that's absolutely fair. We don't have small electric motors. And that train doesn't carry them, because that's not what that train carries. Okay, well, shoot. Yeah, unfortunately, that's what I feel. Like New Vegas, no reason to play 4. And so then I got really excited about Outer Worlds. Weird to say that because I always talk about Outer Wilds so much because, you know, great game. And I was like, oh, Outer Worlds is made by Obsidian. I'm sure it'll be great. And it just sort of, again, that one sort of fell off in the discourse as well. I was like, oh, well, okay. Yeah, some people said it was good. It just looked a little bit too Borderlands-y. I mean, Borderlands is fine, but I didn't want it. I'm just bitching about games now. Sorry. I mean, I could talk about Outer Wilds forever, but I don't think anyone needs that, because what am I going to say about Outer Wilds that people haven't already said a million times? Anyway, this base looks like it's coming along fairly well, thanks to the trains that supply it. And once that gets set up, I mean, then 2 more holds and then you are away. We've got a huge swath of land then. Yeah, I'm becoming to decentralizing everything. Well, yeah. The Outer Worlds was... That was the thing, like, I was expecting it to be like the next Fallout New Vegas. Because Fallout New Vegas was, and again, not a controversial opinion, an amazing game. It was. It was just like so much you could do. I mean, even now, like years later, I still learn like, oh, did you know XYZ? And I'm like, what? No. I mean, heck, I was even talking about it today. I was talking about Novak to my wife, and then I showed her a picture of the dinosaur and then the real life dinosaur. And she politely said, oh, okay, and then resumed her conversation that I was interrupting because I needed to talk about Novak right there. That's on me. I just want to be clear on that. That's on me, not being able to hold a conversation. Look at this dinosaur, babe. Yeah, that's the dinosaur. You showed me that before. I'm like, nah, I'd remember. I wouldn't remember. Attention span of a squirrel. But yeah, okay, so this wall is coming along pretty well. I had the sniper guy in it. Yeah, he wore a hat. His name was Boone, if I remember rightly. I mean, exactly. That's how I should talk about it. She is probably watching chat. That was Mighty Panda before. But no, she's not interested in me yabbering on about Fallout New Vegas for ages. She gets a lot of Outer Wild stuff. What is the thing I keep talking about? Factorio, obviously. She doesn't play Factorio, but I still need to talk to her about Factorio a lot. Just the number of times there's like those silences and she looks me in the eyes and goes, honey, what are you thinking about? And you know, she's expecting something deep. It's like, I think trains could be done better in Factorio. And she's just like, okay, well, that's great. Oh, wonderful. But that's the Factorio life, you know? You don't choose it. It chooses you. I am so sorry I said that aloud. Anyway. We gotta make furnaces, okay, guys? Can we just make some furnaces and not whatever the hell just happened there? Yeah. I'm actually... Are we not making furnaces? Oh, no, because it's still petroleum, isn't it? Okay, what we could do, because I do know this station does bring in radars, is we could, using the power of logistics, make the radars go out like that. And then they should set up their own radars. I'm really just not getting a lot of petroleum. And I'm pretty sure these big-ass furnaces, big-ass mining drill, big-ass mining drill, don't question it. Wow, space science labs require... Oh, but they are worth 10 as a regular lab. Can I build on land? No. Never mind. I'm sorry I asked. Okay, it does need processing units. It does need... Most of the stuff is fine except for the fact the electric units do require these. Oh, but I'm not actually putting them anywhere. That's why purple science stopped, because I wanted to collect a lot of them. Okay, so let's think about big furnaces, because I like big furnaces, and I'm not going to lie. You other brothers cannot deny... I actually don't know the song, so I'm going to abandon it now. Regardless of other brothers denying or not denying. Okay. So, the problem with the spaghetti base is sometimes you don't know where to spaghetti. That's on me, though. That's my fault. When you spaghetti too hard, you can never recover from the spaghetti. Okay, what I'm going to do is I think if electric furnaces, the industrial furnaces can come out here. So we're going to split those off this way. And we are going to... Okay, this is where... If you're new here, I'm sorry, the spaghetti is about to be worse. And I cannot control it. Like, you go, well, actually, you could. You could just be a better player. I'm like, haha! That's where I get you. I'm not. The glee in just not being a better player, I think, is the thing I loved there. Okay, and we're going to split this off. Now, of course, some of these will need to be expanded in the future, and that's when they'll get their own little base. So... Ah, you've been bamboozled again. Okay, we need concrete, we need steel, and we need heat shielding. Okay, so some of those things are even possible. Concrete, I believe I saw it coming down here somewhere. Or is it on the belt? Is it on the belt? If it's not on the bus, why is it not on the bus? It should be. I need it for like so many things. Concrete's here. It sort of meanders around, but... Okay. At this point, we're going to try and put it on the bus. This is going to be interesting. By interesting, I mean absolutely devastating. But sometimes interesting things are devastating. Like... the truth. Which I've been told some people cannot handle. Okay. So concrete goes there. Now we can very soon put it back with the bus. In fact, let's do that now. No, we won't do that now. This is why things never actually get done correctly. Heat shielding, of course, we need that. That can come in through somewhere. Heat shielding can come in from here. Yeah, probably. And also we're going to need to... that. Awesome! Pleased about this chain of events. On hindsight, it probably wouldn't have been bad to put that with the electric circuits. Like the processing units. And I think that is what I'm going to do. So we're going to cut that off for now. Like that, go like that, go like that. And then we've got this line here that doesn't really do anything. So we can remove this for now, because we can always just chuck that back in a moment. We've got a lot of heat shielding on us now, but we will find a home for that later. We do need to find a home for the heat shielding now, because now we've got hundreds of it. Let's see where it splits off and see if we can... You know what, we can just... That's only like 1 unit of heat shielding. Yeah, the problem is still plastics. It's okay, once this base is built, we'll be fine. And the base is coming along, actually. Should be radars in there. They're not. There doesn't seem to be radars in there. Maybe I just chuck some radars in there and just... That doesn't sound right. We really need to use more processing modules in the future as well, but that's okay. That's another day as well. Might construct 2 of these, I think. That also means we can do that. Haha! More heat shields are used. Okay. So... Sorry, just a moment. Oh, yep, okay. That's something I need to deal with after the stream. Oh my goodness, why are they... Sorry. I apologize. I'm getting like... Someone's sending me like 4 text messages in like rapid succession. Okay, sure. That's... wasn't really expecting it that quick, but that's alright too. Okay, so I need steel and I still need concrete, which concrete's there. So all I gotta do is get steel, and steel is something that I have a lot of because I have stolen it. That joke didn't work as well as it should have. In fact, it worked exactly as well as it should have. It's a bad joke, and I should feel bad. Okay. Is there something else on this line? I don't know. Can we move that one down one? Oh dear, oh dear. You know what? It's fine to have more electric green circuits. I could use them. That is absolutely going to be Spaghetti City. That's fine. That's... sometimes the world is spaghetti. We had one meteorite drop, or rather it didn't. So we're okay again. I'm still scared of what happened last time. If you're interested in what happened last time, check the highlights. I was talking about meteorites and a meteorite fell on my science. It was tragic and hilarious. Which, you know, is exactly what you want to see in life. I mean, hell, plays are based around that concept. Okay, and specifically Shakespeare, and he wrote plays. Like, I mean, this is news to literally everyone. Like, what? Shakespeare wrote plays? I thought he was a scientist. He wasn't. I'm sorry if you had to find out this way. Okay, so do do uh do do. Yeah, that probably works. No, it doesn't work at all. That needs to be there. Okay. And then it goes like that. So if we wanted to extend it, we could. And then we can also do that. Right. So if I power this up... I mean, he could be a warrior. His name was Shakespeare. What's he going to do? Shake a spear? Probably. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Adjustable inserters absolutely make you just go, like, so comfortable with things. And it is so weird to have to carry around, like, 4 types of inserters. Where the last game I had was, like, filter stack inserters, like, stack inserters, and I was like, yep. I thought that's all I'd never need. I never saw the horror that was awaiting me. Okay, and with this, I don't know how many of these I really want. What I'm going to do is do a big box. Like a strong box. Like specifically a strong box, because it's easier to do that with them. And we do not want too many of these, so 4 of these is probably over, like, too much. But this will allow me to use my Vulcanite. Yeah, exactly. Standard inserters are terrifying. Okay, so that is being constructed. Purple Science is back on the menu, boys. Not that I really needed it. They were doing yellow science right now anyway. I think blue science is the problem because of the lack of petroleum gas. Meanwhile, the bots are continuing to build. I think we need to go put some radars down though, because I hate not being able to see what's going on there. I'll be very happy when I get more petroleum going. But I mean, these are still occasionally going, of course. Oh. Rude. So I assume other people are playing Factorio right now. What are people up to, just out of curiosity? Don't worry, you don't actually have to type if you don't want to here. I'm just always curious to see what people's projects are. Because everyone got a project they're working on, and it's always awesome to hear what's going on. Oh, nice. Is this Brave New World? Well, I mean, okay, you don't have to play it this second. I tend to do the thing where I'm like, I'm going to play Factorio, like, at least when I wasn't streaming it. I'm going to play Factorio, and then it's like, okay, what am I going to do? And it was like either watch Factorio. Oh, Ribbon World 64 tiles high. What are you up to on that? You got your trains going? Oh man, that is a challenge. Ah, working on an animation for a game. That's awesome. I always wish I could make games, but then I'm like, I'd have to learn coding, and I'm like, nah. And then have original ideas, and I'm like, nah. So in the end, it's my fault. Be clear on that. This is now rigged up with power, so the... Cool! That's awesome. I just want to make sure that we're all good here. Industrial Revolution I've heard a little bit about, but I've never really gone too much into depth of what exactly it covers. But oh, look at that. You can sort of see the spitter just... Ah, filthy. Filthy bugs. Gross. Don't like them. What are we needing? More poles. I don't even think this... Is this train network even on right now? I don't feel like it is. Oh, it is. Okay. What is it dropping off? Poles, walls, lasers. Kinda it. I feel like this one actually could... okay. I feel like we could actually require more on the combiner here. So let's go with 200 walls. Let's go with 30 lasers. Let's go with 30 lasers should be enough actually. Repair packs. 50 of them. 2 roboports. 3 roboports. 75 poles. And that's probably fine at that point. Also, it appears that I broke that. What? That shouldn't be needing that. Why is it wanting fast underground belts? It's literally something it never needs. Okay, let's break that and fix it. Why is it wanting underground belts? Oh. Oh, heck, I changed the wrong one. Did I change the wrong one? Changed the wrong one. Shoot. That was supposed to be the limiter. Oops. Crap. Crap. Okay, let's actually turn the right one on. It doesn't need underground belts. That's one thing I'm going to say real quick. So it was lasers. Oopsies. That's okay. It's fixable. Everything's fixable. 40 of them. I think 75 packs would be better. 4 of those. Okay. Okay, cool. That should sort it out. Yeah, I like the idea that everything works off steam, but of course then you got to worry about fluids like immediately. So I guess you got to worry about piping, and pipes is sort of where I always sort of... I've gotten better at pipes. I think when you start at C block and the first thing you've got to do is like, hey, before you do anything, figure out how oxygen and hydrogen pipes work. And it's just like, welcome to C block. It's just like that classic welcome to Dark Souls meme, except, you know, C block. It just punches you in the face and goes, this is what you should have expected. This is on you, you know. This doesn't seem to be requesting any pipes. Can I change that from... Oh, actually, I think I can. I mean, I assume if you're going to play that, you already are aware enough of... No, wait. No, wait, that was correct. This is the limiter. Gosh darn it. Just going to undo everything I've just done. Don't worry about me, boys. I'm just going to undo all of this. This is the one that turns the station on. Okay, this one, which also needs pipes, say 200 pipes, is the one that actually grabs stuff. Okay, so now that it's actually reading from the right thing and grabbing from the right thing, it should be good now. I don't want to have to come back and do that for a third time. I mean, when when you got steamed spaghetti, you know you're in for a good time. Okay, so the weapon drop train should be coming in now. It's going backwards and forwards for no real reason. I'm actually kind of surprised that we're not getting attacked much. We're getting a couple of attacks, but I think mostly we may have actually dealt with a lot of the problems we had. Okay. Rain's there, it's dropping off the stuff. I put a bunch of pipes in there, hopefully. I wanted to grab more pipes than it did. I grabbed 20 pipes? That's strange. I feel like I've just gone backwards and forwards on that, and I think I've still made a mistake on it. That's alright. If I have, I have. I can fix it later. I'll look at it off stream and fix it. If I have made the mistake, which I'm pretty sure I have. How are we going with uranium? That should hopefully not be running into problems. You know what we should actually be doing? We should be centrifuging up some Kovarex. Or Kovarex? Some good stuff. That's what we should be doing. So, it's officially what it's called, just the good stuff. So if we can get a centrifuge, small... Actually, can we get like another 30? Two Kovarexes? Ugh. I hate saying that word. I'm sorry. I know it's the guy's username, but I just cannot say it. Just doesn't feel right to my mouth. Kovarex? Okay, I'm going to stop saying it repeatedly. The name just doesn't feel right. Usually I'm fine with people's names, so this one is like, that's where I draw the line, apparently. Okay. Centrifuge? I've heard this. Centrifuge. We need more. Yeah. Oh, that's true. I'm going to invest all my money in centrifuges. I heard they're going to be centrifuge. There we go. That's the joke. It's not a good joke, but that is what it is. We are getting through a lot of concrete, it seems. Oh, I see. Well, that's going to do it. See, I only speak English. I live here in New Zealand, and English is all I got. Which is still not exactly... I should be still doing more than that, but... whatever. Where I am. It's where I am with my language. Do not launch the centrifuges here. I wish the centrifuges to be doing this. Nope. And of course, productivity. Hey, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate it, Quay. Also, we've reached my goal of 120. Wow, actually, this is no joke. The most streamers I've ever had, most followers I've ever had before. So thank you guys. If you're new, please give a follow. If you are interested, you don't have to. But yeah, cool. 120 and new record. Anyway, enough for talking about the numbers. And thank you for following, Drury. Really appreciate it. Appreciate being one of your options for your future stream watching times. And thank you for following Mythorzian. Appreciate it, all of you. It's great. I've never heard so much butt kicking for goodness before. You gotta kick butt for goodness. That's what I figured when I put that on. Alright, so that wall is really coming along. I'm kind of proud of that wall. But 2 more walls and then we should probably get the petroleum thing fixed. Iron is still going just fine, which means my core miners are just disappointing. Being disappointed by my core miners. That's okay. Another Kiwi in the house. Yeah, man. It's a small country, but we're very proud of it, I've noticed. You know, a team of, what is it, 5 million? I forget. I forget the exact number. I've heard it so many times, but it's a team of however many millions. Okay. So, I think we actually... I need to turn off this iron mine just because this is stopping all my other ores being produced by the core miners. I like New Zealand, I really do. Let's just turn it off just for a moment. It is a chill country. The people are super cool in most cases. Of course, every country has its downsides, but you know, if you like scenery, it's got that. If you like just sort of chilling, it's got that. We have 5 million. Thank you. Well, we've been doing our every COVID thing. Our Prime Minister says, you know, at the team of 5 million, and even though she says this, like she used to say it like almost every day. She's toned it down a bit. Nothing in the bush has tried to kill me. No, I mean, they could, I suppose. There are wild pigs in there, I've heard, but I mean, I stay away from the bush. I live in a city, so you know, what are they going to do? We don't have like pigs coming into the city. The wall? Oh, we do have to worry about the wall. That's a good point. But the wall is further north, so that's okay. We do occasionally have to worry about red dragons. Smaug is around. That's a joke. Don't worry about it. Oh, hey Solburn. It's not Monday. I know. I did a secret stream. I was hungry for streaming. I know. I got no excuses. We have Reese Darby. Oh my god, Reese Darby is so funny. Like, doesn't matter what you're doing. Like, you're just watching something else, like watching Voltron or something. I'm like, oh, I'm liking this. It's like, hi guys, and I'm like, oh shit, it's Reese Darby. Like, I can hear it in one line. Or he just shows up in Jumanji, like, oh, I'd like to tell you about this. And you're like, Reese Darby, can hear your voice. Reese Darby has a very distinctive voice. It's not like everyone in New Zealand sounds like Reese Darby. That would actually be a little grating. But yeah, Panda was like, so what are you doing tonight? I'm like, I don't really have any plans. I was maybe going to check out a roguelike or something. She's like, you want to stream? I'm like, yeah, I want to stream. I go, I'm allowed to stream? Heck yeah, I'm in. You know what? I think this... no, I'm not feeling safe. We only produced one Reese Darby. I mean, Lucy Lawless as well. There's the cat. Okay. So, we've still not improved Iron Forge. The defense grid's still going on. I think well... No, we just need to get plastics together. We really do. Okay, now the sound effects are happening. It's always like someone... It's the war cow. The cow of war. I really didn't know what to go with there. Okay. Okay. Okay, I might need... Okay, I've never had this many viewers before, and I was like, you know, 200 points is fine, because usually I get like 5 to 10 viewers. And okay, I've never had this many viewers, and now the number of sounds is actually kind of silly. So it's fun. Okay, so we now got the Iron Forge is able to be started, so that's good. I made you put limits on that. Sheesh. Okay, Iron Forge can start. I've forgotten where I built the big forges. They're here. We've got... Wow, they only fit 20 in a stack. Alright. Everyone's clapping. Iron Forge for the Horde! I figure we should take it over. Okay, so... I am going to shut down iron production for a little bit. Is it safe to do so yet? I really don't think it's safe to shut... Okay, we can shut it down for a little while. I was just wondering if it was safe to take out these defenses. And I don't think it is safe, so we're not going to do it yet. But we are going to disassemble all of this. So this is going to be a little scary. But I think it'll be okay. We probably didn't need to actually disable the... Genocide all the biters from the planet. That is an option. The only problem is this planet is a little big to genocide them from. Don't worry, it's considered. It was a considered option. I've lost my drones again. Oh, no, they're just not on. Sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing. Okay, so we're going to slow down production a little bit while we get Iron Forge running. Drones need jetpacks too. Drones use fuel. They don't need jetpacks. No, sorry, they use energy. They don't need jetpacks at all. They just fly. They just suck up my fusion generator, which I never want to say that sentence again. And then they just go for it. They do what they want. Okay, so they're going to just consume. We're basically going to have to redo all of this. And I'm going to do a storehouse. Oh gosh, this is going to be a little bit of work, but that's okay. That's why you play Factorio. You play Factorio for a bit of work. Do we want iron ore? They probably won't need iron ore, honestly. Maybe I should make another box and just put crap in it. Okay, we're gonna have a crap box. There it is. What do we need in the crap box? Crap. Okay. That gives us more space to hold iron. Because, gosh, we are picking up a lot of iron right now. Yeah, another thing I miss from C-Block is I used to have fusion-powered robots, and they moved faster than I could. And they were great. But that's... You know, why think about the past? The past is past. It's dead now. Okay, let's make sure that doesn't run out of power. Because if that runs out of power, we might be having a bad time. Also, it looks like we put our power lines in the crap box. They don't seem to have faster construction bots, if I just check real quick. They tend to just be with upgrades. So I assume there's more. I assume there's more upgrades than on the base game. Does it? Oh. Robot worker speed. Yeah, but to get unlimited robot worker speed and to get to Energy Science Pack 4 and Deep Space Science, that's not happening for a very, 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 very long time. I may not have said enough varies to emphasize how far away that really is in the future. That's a long time away. Which it's fine, but it's just gonna be a while. Because we're gonna need to get to space and get to the end of the energy science, and also start deep science research, which is a long one. I don't know either. This could be long. I was reading online, someone was saying like, 20 hours in is like, oh, going into space is like 10%. And I'm like, I am like 24 hours out, 24 hours in, I'm still not quite in space. I think space exploration is about that, unless you're going for the secret ending, which I've heard exists, but I don't know how it works. I just know it's secretive. And you know that's something that you always got to listen about. When someone starts talking about a secret ending, you listen. There is a secret ending. I understand it involves a Stargate and a randomized code. So you can't just take someone else's code. I don't know any more than that. Like, yeah, I understand that if you do, like, play the game further, it gets a little, like, advice is given on how to get it. Yeah, I'm sorry if I've doomed you to that. Oh, I forgot I didn't need to shoot things. If I've doomed you about... I love the idea that it's like... Because, you know, so many times you're like, oh, here's a secret ending, like, whatever, and you're like, oh shit, bite her in the base! Bite her in the base! Bite her in the base! Hello, friend. Did you destroy something that I didn't care about? Damn you. Okay, so... I didn't think I needed to put lasers here, but we... I thought we were done with this shit, guys. You haven't attacked here for so long, and then you're just like, you know what? We're going to attack here. A bit rude. I just love the idea that it's like random, because you know how often you read just on the guide and it's like, oh, well, okay, so there is a secret ending. To get to the secret ending, you do this, you do this. You then talk to Steve, and Steve gives you the amulet of knowing. And then with the amulet of knowing, you can read this and try to solve the code. The code is 148. And then with the code, you go to talk to Gregory, the master of all keys. And Gregory just tells you this, and then you do. Then he asks you a secret riddle that you must only be the developer to know. The answer is 7. And then you've got the secret ending. Congratulations, here's your achievement. And it's like, oh. And I mean, people could be like, well, just don't read that stuff. And I'm like, I'm going to read it. Of course I'm going to read it. I want to know about Gregory, the Keeper of Secrets. That's always my problem with like, idle games. I know I shouldn't play idle games, but I'm just like, I got to play them. And I just like the idea that the code is like, oh, you can know the code, but if you know the code, it doesn't matter because your code won't help anyone else. I was reading about it today. I was like, damn, that sounds so cool. I'm going to hate myself while doing that. Oh, we've got some good speed going on here. Sanctuary could be an idle game. I don't know if it is. Like, I am way too active. I guess some idle games you're pretty active on them. Okay, I'll give you that. Hello, friends. Would you like to load me up? I love the flying animation. It's so funny how he just still slowly walks, and every time his foot hits the ground, it's just like a very light thap. Yes, my panda calls them clickers because the first time she saw one, I was clicking a lot because it was trying to get some bonus where you clicked a lot. And so now whenever she hears idle games, she's like, they're clickers. And I'm like, but I don't click. And she's like, yeah, click. I don't know why she sounds like a pirate in this version of how she talks. Panda, are you a pirate? She's not a pirate today. Okay, good to know. You always got to check. Sometimes your wife might be a pirate when you don't pay attention. That's a concerning moment in every man's life when they realize they're married. I'm trying to remember what like that famous pirate's name was, like Belle or Anne. I should know this. I love pirates and I've forgotten her name. Belle Pirate. Not Pirates Belle. Not what the f... Okay, I've come onto some weird fiction now. Maybe it was just Belle. Bonnie. Bonnie? Sorry, not Bonnie and Clyde. Come on. What am I talking about? And Bonnie! Hey! I was right. Kind of. I was almost right. It's like Anne or Bonnie and Bonnie. Well, okay. Let's just keep cleaning this up. Like, because quite frankly, this is all a mess and we just need it to not be a mess. I don't know, there's just something great about just pirates. They just, you know, sure, thieves and murderers and outlaws and all that, but they had a goddamn democracy, and that's interesting. You wouldn't imagine them to have a democracy. They're like, okay, yep, here's the charter. Follow the charter and everything will go well. If you get wounded, here is our pension plan. Sorry, you had a pension plan for wounded? Of course. Like, would you join us if we didn't? And I would have thought people would have said, yeah, but apparently the answer was no. That all needs to be taken away, but that's probably not in a hurry. In fact, let's just get rid of all of that. I don't know the levelers. I'll have to look that up later. I mean, are these like power gamers? A bad joke, I'm sorry. Okay, so we've got a lot of iron ore here. Once we get this a little bit better, we'd love to get more steel going, but steel isn't really the priority right now. Cleaning all this up, I know it's like really fun, exciting work cleaning this up, but it's got to be done. I wish it wasn't nighttime as well. Because the flicking of the lights is just like, ugh. Insert iron ore. Well, insert iron ore then. Oh, now. There must always be shame for a joke. No, there doesn't always have to be shame. What sort of life do I live that it's like, no, if you ever enjoy a joke, you must feel shame for it. Like, that's the life I apparently choose to live. Okay, so. Now that we've done that, we need to figure this out. So we want to make iron plate using Vulcanite. Now, what we want to do is probably have like this. So actually half of this will actually give you too much. So 3 of these will give you a 0.4 of a belt, so 6 will give, no, that's 6 machines. What am I talking about? Okay, now realizing that I'm actually looking at 2 machines at once. If I can get 8 machines per side, that will make quite a lot of stuff. Okay, so that is 6. I figured out how to count by 2s. I'm very proud of myself today. And that'll do half a belt, which is pretty good. What I'd also like to do is probably start thinking about beacons a little bit. Thank you. I'm so proud I could count. Okay. Because what we do want to do is probably get my inserters. That's probably important. My box of crap, please. Thanking you. These are industrial furnaces, so these allow me to turn iron ore and vulcanite blocks into more iron plates. It basically is... Oh, you know what? I don't think these are using fuel. I do not think these use... Oh, sorry, I don't think these use electric power. No, never mind, they do. So they kind of use fuel and electric power. Never mind. I was very happy for a moment. The happiness has dwindled. Let's move that a little bit closer. Okay. And then what we'll do is something like this. So that way we can copy that like that. One more across. And in here we want to put efficiency modules because that's super important. And we're going to power this up now, actually. No, let's get it all sorted before we start powering things up. Okay, so that way we can just do it properly. Now, Vulcanite and iron ore needs to be on this belt. So it's going to be kind of like what you do with coal. Yeah, it's a consumable productivity mod. You can also burn Vulcanite for fuel, which we're not currently doing. In fact, that's probably a bad idea. It gives like some degree of megawattage, and I guess that's good, but rocket fuel from water, you don't really need to do that. Follow robot counts, probably irrelevant. Automation 3, sure, why not? Okay. So let's make sure that's all powered before we start trying to automate everything. Okay, so that's good. Now what we want to do is we want to sneak in some productivity modules in here. So that's going to take 500 kilowatts. So it only goes up by 10%. It's actually quite a lot now that I think about it. But what if I did this? Then power's actually quite low. Okay. Then that'll use still minus 80%. Really? Off a little bit, little one. Wait, what? Okay. So if we do it like this, that will do pretty well. Because then we're saving as much power as we can, because quite frankly, these things are going to consume so much. You can use nuclear fuel for burner inserters, and that is a bold claim to do that. Like, we're going to need more productivity modules. That's okay. We can do that. We might need more efficiencies as well, and we definitely need more beacons. These are productivity ones. I think these will suffice for what we're doing. Although we could take some productivity too, since we're making them. Burner inserter only playthrough meta. I did see someone on Reddit like using the not using belts and just using inserters. People are like, oh, this is an alright base, and then you zoom in and go, oh no. Oh no, no, no. So that was fun. I enjoyed everyone freaking out about that. Generally, I enjoy people freaking out on Reddit about like dumb Factorio ideas. And then actually this part cuts out here. It was a little while ago. Oh, someone is doing a burner only run. Oh no. Are they using burner assemblers as well? I hope so. Because if you're going to do it, you got to go all through it, right? Okay, so we are still making no iron whatsoever, but this will make a full belt of iron. No, it won't make a full belt of iron because what I've done is put productivity modules and everything. So it'll be a more productive system, but also slower. And also, apparently I've got more deconstruction planners. I don't know how this keeps happening. Oh yeah, I suppose you'd have to do that, wouldn't you? Okay, so how are we doing? We are doing... No, that's about a full belt. A little bit less, but that's okay. And we're going inside that way. So... then what we want to do is have another one of these. Actually, probably not quite like that. Like, have a little bit of a gap. Now we've run out of inserters, that's okay. Assemble the pre. Oh, is this like a filter inserter? You can do some cool things with filter inserters. I've been trying that out lately with my wall. That's pretty cool. Pretty excited about walls. And actually, we could probably put some of those inserters there. Because Lord knows we do not need that many inserters. And do we have enough of these? Oh yeah, we've still got plenty of these. We did need to go grab more beacons. That is true. So advanced circuits, small electric motors. Speaking of everything going on, how's this going? Seems like flamethrower turrets are the only thing that's left. How do we not have flamethrower turrets? Oh, I know what's wrong. Okay. They're not requested, are they? So, they are not requested. So flamethrower turrets, we want, say, 20 of those. And request this if we lack them. Lack, say, 10 of them. Okay, that should be good. And that should actually get that base finished up. Yeah, that'll set up the flamethrowers and then we should be good. Okay, I'm always getting stuck in satellite view and it's always confusing. Okay, we need to grab some things. Advanced circuits. I'll explain that in just a moment, don't you worry. I just want to get the beacon started and then I will show you. And small electric motors, the thing I swore I would never need again. I will never say that again. No, I will, because I love making these big calls that are wrong. Oh, that needs iron, and since we've got no iron currently, we're having a bit of a pickle on that one. Thankfully, we can kill these. And some steel plates. Steel plates are going to start running dry as well. We are under attack down there. Okay, how am I fueling them? I've got a train that comes in, and whenever this is low, it drops off light oil. Then that brings the oil over by pipeline, and then it all just feeds into itself. At least it should, but there's holes. That's the plan. My drones are all over there, and I don't want to build this thing manually. Standard fluid train. You know what? That sounds gross. I know it's not, but it sounds gross. Like, hey kid, you want a fluid train? No, no you do not. Okay. Yep, guys, all go over there. It's fine. My bots just leave. They're like, you know what? We don't need to be here. You got this. You got this. Don't worry about it. We have a couple of holes here. Okay, so now all we need to do is get Vulcanite in here, and we should be good. Oh, do not worry. There will be a lot of time for barrels in this run. Like, you may not realize how important barrels are going to be. Because in space, we're going to need liquids. Lots of liquids. And that's how we're going to get them up there. We're just going to fly them up there into space. Because I'm going to need a lot of liquid. A lot of water. A lot of water, a lot of other things as well. I mean, I could. Barrels are fine. See, that wasn't what you were wanting. I know. I just realized, like, you want an impassioned speech about barrels? They're fine. End of speech. Is that a meteor coming in? It is. All 3 meteors destroyed. Good. That's what I like to see. Okay. So that should be all good, aside from the fact we don't have iron ore or vulcanite. Now the iron ore is easy enough. Vulcanite, we don't actually have a train for vulcanite yet. That's coming. I have put this in the wrong place. Twice. This is the old habits die hard moment. I mean, yeah, you don't want to be appearing too... You don't want to try too hard with barrels. People are going to think you're some sort of barrel lover. I mean, I love a good old barrel roll, if you know what I mean. But... sorry, I don't know what happened there. But... well, a bit of a roll in the barrels. Okay. Just became a dirty old man. Okay. Okay, that's good. Is this the lower down one? That's the lower down one, which means it needs to go into here. Then I got to figure out how to get Vulcanite in here, which shouldn't be too difficult. I just got to do it. Ah, shoot, I missed. Oh, no! That's probably a real bad plan, because the Vulcanite's going to need to go into there. Okay. So, we've got all the iron ore in there now. Okay, we would do. Now we just need to figure out how to... oh, these are all full of iron ore. Shoot. Don't have a plan for that. Okay. So the next thing I need to do, aside from ride on this conveyor belt like in a really cool but non-committal way, is get a train to Lenny Rocal, quick, whatever. Vulcan block pick. Vulcan lock pick. Which is really just a Vulcan just punching through a wall. They'll do it too. They don't give a shit. Like, do not think Spock will not punch through a wall just to prove a point. Because he will. And what is the point? To prove that he can punch through a wall just to prove a point. You're like, that seems very much like in a loop situation. He's like, yep, that's Vulcans for you. They punch through walls for nobody's business. Anyway, is that racist towards Vulcans? To be honest, saying that Vulcans are just punching through walls in anger is pretty racist. It's like the complete opposite of Vulcans thing. Then again, it's racist to say Vulcans don't feel anger. It's like, oh, they don't feel emotion. Hello, I am a Vulcan. I don't care. This is a non-friendly Vulcan channel. If you are a Vulcan, please leave. I got really... oh, jeez. If you are a Vulcan, you are welcome to stay. Yeah. Damn, the racism gets me again. That's cool. All members of the Federation are welcome. Even on the occasional Ferengi. You know, this has been bothering me for a while. Like, I don't know why it was ever designed this way, but it was designed this way, and I don't know why. Okay, so, we got a train, we got Vulcanite. Now we just need to get... I mean, we could also power the train with the Vulcanite. That would be a very bold move. It's like, you know, it's eating from your own supply. Is that the phrase? No, it's not. But I'm going to do it. Because, hey, look, if... Gosh. I don't want to waste a pole. There we go. Put some fuel in there. It fuels itself. Ba 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 ba. Kinda gross. Okay. So, Vulcanite pick, a Vulcan block pick, and then I need the old Vulcan block drop, which I don't know where that's going to go. Probably here, actually. Although it looks like it's wanting to go down. It'd be a polling. Well done. So full cargo or inactivity for, say... not even inactivity. Actually, if it's inactivity for 10 seconds, that means there's no more Vulcanite coming. Can I say, and not empty? No, that one needs to be, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Okay, and blocks is greater than, say, 100. It's got 100 blocks, it's fine. That's the theory I'm going to go with. Okay, and then now we have the Vulcanite in a train. We could do this. This train system was not really designed for this, but we could do a couple of side parts, and that would do it. Get rid of these trees, because as we all know, trees can't be trusted. I don't need to tell you that. Obviously, we're all smart people here. I like how at one point I was like, I'm going to pave over this, and you can see exactly where I stopped caring. I just can't be bothered with paving, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, and we want to do some signaling here so the trains don't get stuck for any silly reason. Well, see, I am a big fan of dwarves, and so, you know, dwarves and trees, not great. See, trees hide elves, and elves hate dwarves cutting down trees. It does. Okay, let's make some more lights because it is dark. Thankfully, we've got plenty of copper. Also, we could improve the copper in the same way that we're doing the iron right now. Oh, we're running out of iron plates. Shoot. That's fine. That'll be fixed very soon. Yeah, but at the same time, I fly everywhere, so it becomes a lot less of a deal when you fly everywhere. This will all be lit up very soon anyway, actually. Okay, and we need a train stop. We actually do have a train stop. Wow. Neat. And we need stockpiles. 2 strong boxes or storehouses? Storehouses are good. I moved up to get to the steel, and I forgot the steel was down here. Ooh, steel could be a problem. I'm just following the steel line, just seeing nothing, and I'm like, this is bad. Okay. A couple of storehouses. Aww. That's cute. I hope you're enjoying your ecological wonderland. Like, as a New Zealander, I should have a racial bonus to nature, but something went wrong and I just destroy nature instead. That's probably on me. I'm a failure as a New Zealander. Oh, it's a kauri tree. Cut it down! We must get the sap from it. Like, that's not how you're supposed to be. I'm like, I cannot. Okay, combiners. Aww. Happy small biters. That's kind of cute, actually. I do like the biters, like they're just really expressive eyes. Like, I don't know why, but they're so cute. You know, when they're not trying to bite your ass. Which is most of the time. Yeah, it's the natural green color that I like. We got trees in the way. On my concrete, or not on my concrete, on my, like, brick paving. Weird. I don't like it. Please leave. I mean, trees are useful. They're making my fuel. And I appreciate that. Now, what I'm anticipating here is that when we do this... where's my green wires? Okay. Water's not supposed to be green. Then explain the swimming pool I had when I grew up. Checkmate. Okay, Vulcanite block. If we are less than, say, 200. Oh, wait, we actually do need to have an output too, don't we? Just put Vulcanite block. Just one. Okay, so they're both less than 1. If Vulcanite block is equal to 2, then we've got problems and we've got to get some Vulcanite in here. Okay, so the plan here is we're going to do this, and we're going to split them. And now it's spaghetti time. With your host, Spaghetti Paul. I don't know who Spaghetti Paul is. He's a new character. I'm not a fan of this new character that I've created. I don't like that his name is Spaghetti Paul. But he's here now. Hi guys, I'm Spaghetti Paul. Now you may wonder, what's the best way to get a lot of spaghetti? Well, my answer is simple. I just make spaghetti. This is Spaghetti Paul, guys. I'm sorry this has happened. I didn't want it to happen either. Okay. Now, as Spaghetti Paul, there's one thing I love, and that's a huge pile of spaghetti. Damn it, Spaghetti Paul, go away. I'll be over here eating my spaghetti if you need anything. We don't need anything, Spaghetti Paul. We just need you to leave. And then he just asks everyone what their favorite spaghetti is, and no one likes him. For obvious reasons. Okay, so... empty cargo... That actually shouldn't ever be a problem. So now... Oh, it's not a full cargo, I see. Oh no, you like Spaghetti Paul. Oh no. I wasn't expecting this to be a liked character. Shit. He's very enthusiastic, I'll give that to Spaghetti Paul. You want to know more about... I mean, Spaghetti Paul just loves spaghetti. But the thing about Spaghetti Paul is you're like, oh, what's his favorite host spaghetti? Plain! I love plain spaghetti, guys! It's my favorite! It's my fave, as I always like to say. Oh, shit. As I actually like to say, I've only got one. Oh, shit. This is bad. Yeah, I love plain spaghetti, guys. It's just the best. Sometimes I like to get spaghetti and only half cook it, so that way I can enjoy the crunch. Spaghetti ice cream? Wow, vanilla spaghetti. I like that too. This is who Spaghetti Paul is. You brought this upon the world. Alright, well, this is a copy. Fuck, I hate Spaghetti Paul. I'm sorry. I hate him so much. Okay. So, these are going now. Spaghetti ice cream is a real thing? Ah, shit. Spaghetti Paul's so excited. When are we getting a Spaghetti Paul emote? I don't have an answer for you on that. I'd never considered the fact... Look, this character wasn't supposed to be existing. Oh, God. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what Spaghetti Paul just looks like. I'm just trying to imagine what he looks like. He's just this guy. He's blonde hair, obviously. He has a shirt on that just says, "I love spaghetti" in his voice. Or it says, "Don't forgetty the spaghetti." Oh, you know, he walks up to people in the supermarket and says that too. He's like, "Hey, you look like a cool mom." Mom? Oh, God, is he American? "You look like a cool mom. Do you want to get some spaghetti? Don't forget the spaghetti. Look at your kid. He loves it." And the kid's just chewing on like a raw piece of spaghetti. It's like, get away from my child. You're scaring me. No, I love spaghetti. Oh, Spaghetti Paul. Where did you come from and why will you not leave? This is what the manager tells Spaghetti Paul as well. And he like goes up to spaghetti companies. He's like, "Hey, I think we should do a brand deal. Everyone loves Spaghetti Paul." And they're like, "No, Spaghetti Paul, we've told you, you scare everyone." "Huh, that's a weird impression, but that's not true. Everyone loves Spaghetti Paul." No one loves Spaghetti Paul, except for the people, of course, who do. And I don't understand it. Okay, now the important thing is not Spaghetti Paul. The important thing is the industrial furnaces are going. Other things that are important is it does look like that wall is complete, which means we can start the next wall. Where did you come from? Why don't you go? Please go away, Spaghetti Eye Paul. Oh God, does he have spaghetti in his eyes? You know how like in like cartoons and anime, like, you know, the character will see a character they love and their eyes will just turn to big hearts? He does that, but with spaghetti. I hate this guy. I just hate him. There's a biter here. Oh, and look, you don't even want to see Spaghetti Paul's base. Like, you know how like the splash screen of like Factorio when you go into it on Steam is like the most spaghetti base because they wanted to make it look like really exciting? Oh, Mom's Spaghetti is his favorite part of that song. You better believe it. Yeah, Spaghetti Paul, he was the one that made that base. They don't tell you that. It wasn't actually made by an employee of Woob. It was Spaghetti Eye Paul. Spaghetti Eye Paul. Why is he Spaghetti Eye Paul now? Spaghetti Paul. He was the one that made that. And it's a trade secret. So I might get sued now, but this is a true thing. My wife, when I finish the stream, is going to be like, "Why did you keep talking about Spaghetti Paul?" And I'll be like, "I don't know. I'm sorry you had to listen to any of this. Like, I'm legitimately sorry." Let's just see if you can walk over this. You can. Okay. Spaghetti. Spaghetti's Paul is the most organized base. Oh shit, that's the worst part of Spaghetti Paul. "I love spaghetti for every meal except for when playing Factorio. It's very important efficiency." And you're like, what? It's like, you gotta care about efficiency when playing Factorio. Like the voice just drops. And you're like, what? And you like, just do not understand it. Like everyone's just like, "Where did you go, Spaghetti Paul?" It's like, look, I love to joke. I love to eat spaghetti. I love all sorts of spaghetti. But with Factorio, spaghetti is no joke. And then he just turns to the camera and it's like the more you know thing. But instead of a star, it's like a long strand of spaghetti. I hate him so much. Like, yes, I am laughing, but I also hate him. Okay, so... Alright, so what we actually could do if we were feeling bold is... Oh, look at them try to run. I'm shooting these guys for no reason. And we do have a train that's out of fuel. It is the oil train. That is always ironic because that's the train that's supposed to bring in, you know, fuel. And that shouldn't be running right now. Yeah, okay, so I probably need to improve the iron production. Oops, that was a mistake. I think my wife is watching memes again. All I can hear is the person saying Holy Spirit activate again. Memes are a hell of a drug. I don't need to tell you that. What am I here for? I'm here for a reason. I was building a base. I needed explosives. I needed landfill, which is right here. That's fine. And... I'm actually pretty happy with how this is going. Could I expand this further? I actually could probably put another notch of these out. And do I need rails. Okay. Let's see if I can drop off some of this iron. The iron's dropped off, that's cool. I just need to get a little bit more resources so I can... Oh, you want wood? Have some wood. So I'm going to need to pick up some train tracks, and I'm going to need to pick up some... Or build some rail signals, which will need iron, but that's okay. I always go too far down for that. Rail signals, which is going to require iron. Thankfully, we've got plenty of that now. Thanks to Iron Forge. Have I lost some bots? No, I haven't. Okay, we probably need to fix the coal train as well. Oh, sorry, the oil train. Because that is the only way we're making petroleum right now. God, I love those guns. They are meaty guns. Okay. Off it goes. Off on an adventure. Ah! What the hell is that on my chair? I don't know. It's irrelevant. That's what it is. It's irrelevant. The 10-meter train. Well, the idea is this train is actually going to soon be connected to the network, and it's going to be the one collecting from here and here. So it's bad now, but it's gonna get better very soon. That's what I'm going to tell you anyway. Now the next part. Okay, we need some more drones actually, and very soon, once we get oil in, I think then we actually start looking into space. Because by the time we get oil in, we've actually... Oh, I need drones. When we get oil in, then we've got the base secured. It is making stuff. It's probably okay and not going to crap itself when I'm not around. That's the plan. You know what? I need to change my goal. You know what? Let's go with a goal that is crazy. Let's start a new goal of 130. That's a crazy goal. I'd like to go up in tens. Okay. I just noticed the goal hadn't been reset, so gotta reset the goal. It's not super huge, but... Okay, now we need the train to go down and across. Okay, well, we've already got a down thing. So that's probably good. So let's get out the old blueprint book, which has 2 blueprints in it. You know what? No, it's got 2 blueprints in it. I was gonna like, do I put another blueprint in there? It's like, no, that would be folly. You're not given to the temptation of building more blueprints. For many men have tried and many men have died for doing such a reckless task. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, will that connect? That'll connect. We are under attack down there. That's okay, that tends to hold despite really feeling like it shouldn't. Whoa. Couple of those, one of those is weird. Okay, can we try that again, please? I think we're good now. Now, thankfully, that stops right next to an oil patch. And by the time we're done with this, we shouldn't need to... Did I lose some of my drones? Oh yeah, I lost all of my drones! No. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we don't want to press N, we just want to do drones, I just want to have fun. Okay, that should be good. Yep, that works. Throw the explosives, drones. Good job. I don't know why you have explosives. This seems like the end of everything, honestly. We need to put a storage chest just in case the bots need to have a storage chest. Just in case. Does anyone deal with that? Okay, actually, it dealt with it just before I got to even say it. Okay. But then after this, we only need to do one more of these trains and then we're secure. These guys seem to be doing a lot of work. And I commend them for it. And until we get petroleum, we are really not getting sciences up. We're going to need a lot of blue sciences, so we'll probably need a lot of petroleum. We may actually also in the future need to build a specialized blue science base. I don't think so. I think there's only... I don't think there's too many types of locomotives, honestly. I think it's just... I think it's just trains. Sorry, I just saw the science. It's like impact shielding data. You need a heavy girder, a locomotive, a plate, some stuff, and it gives you some data. It might give you the girder back, it might give you the plate back, and it gives you the scrap back. The train does not make it. That's so good. No, I don't think there are space trains. There are space train tracks. And so you just, the science is just ramming trains at like plates and going, I did well. That's how I want to do all my tests for everything. Just ram a train at it. I mean, if you're trying to do a VLOOKUP in Excel, ram a train at it. You know, that's how you do it. Are you a software engineer and you need to run a good test script? Run a train at it. Now, just be clear, I'm not being dodgy here. Just before anyone's like, run a train. We're not doing that. This is a PG channel. No, it's not. Well, it's not an adult channel. I don't know what the hell this channel is, honestly. It's a Factorio channel, I'll tell you that much. I like how in going, like, we're not making that joke. I did actually just make that joke. So, you know, cool. Oh, yes! On the job training to get hit by a train. You want to train the new guy? Hit him with a train! I'm not allowed to train new people anymore for some reason. Actually, speaking of which, I think I am training a new person soon. Well, I guess I gotta hit him with a train. I'm not doing that. I might. We'll see. You know what? Jury's out. Speaking of trains, we need a train stop. Welcome to train stop. How can I take your order? I don't know why I'm always making like saying like GameStop, but at the same time I always act like it's a fast food place. Would GameStop be better if it was fast food? I don't know. We don't do GameStop in New Zealand. Like we have EB. But I always say it like it's a restaurant. How can I take your order? Like, no one asks your order when you go to, like, a video game store. Maybe they should. Maybe that's where we've gone wrong. No one acts like I've just ordered a pie. When I say a pie, just to be clear, I'm talking about like a small mince and cheese pie. It's a Kiwi delicacy. Delicacy might be the wrong word, but you buy it from every dairy and you just buy it from everywhere. Kiwis love a good mince and cheese pie. And then they raise the price of pies, and then that's like front page news. I'm only half joking. It's actually back page news. I'm not joking there. The back page of the paper's like, why are pies so expensive now? No, mince, like beef mince. We're not savages. I do love mint chocolate, but we're not savages. Oh, I love mint chocolate so much. Ah, yeah, okay. I don't really have a response to that now, so I'm just going, okay. Well, now. That's my best Dark Souls impression, just going, well, now. Yep, mince. I mean, if a cow had, like, a mint, I'd be like, hell yeah, better be peppermint, though. Spearmint's kinda. And cool mint, I just don't trust cool mint. Like, what's so cool about it? Oh, I'm really getting close to some sort of, like, Jerry Seinfeld joke. What's the deal with cool mint? It's not cool, it's not mints. Mints? Look, I don't know, man. Mints. Mints. I don't know, it's just how it's said. I don't know. I might just be a broken individual. That's also possible. We didn't run that through the tests. Mints. Yeah. Just, I don't know. I'd say a linguistics thing. It could also just be, as I said, I'm a broken individual. Well, it's beef mince, so it's not fruit mince, unless it's like cow fruit, which that is. I don't know what that is, and I don't want to entertain this thought anymore. No, I'm entertaining it. What is cow mince? Like, sorry, cow fruit. Like, is it a sweet fruit? I think it is. It sounds like it'd be a sweet fruit. I need more steel. Mince! I don't know. It's my life has gone wrong in many ways. I was for a moment there when I said that I was like I was like hoping that she wouldn't go, did it go wrong in marrying me? But she didn't do that, so I'm safe. But of course she is listening to me, so I could be in danger. Oh, I'm in danger. I was right. I'm getting that that every married man knows when they've said too much. I am here for some polls. Okay. Pray for me, brothers. And sisters, you know. I just know that Factorio is mostly a male-dominated game. It shouldn't be though. Factorio is for everyone. I've tried to convince my wife of that. She's like, I'm not playing Factorio. I'm like, but it's for everyone. She's not buying it. I mean, I would buy it, let's be honest, but she's not accepting this as the truth. I'd buy you Factorio, yeah, absolutely. If you wanted to play it. I just don't think you want to be involved in this madness. She agrees. Sorry, what was that? Oh, okay, right. So she calls Factorio my mistress. So she doesn't want to have a foursome with Factorio, or even a threesome, I believe. That's a weird sentence. I'm sorry that I said that to both my viewers, and oh my goodness, you know that look? You're married, there's a, or actually, even if you got a girlfriend, that look where, what the fuck are you saying? I got that. I'm in trouble now. No, I was always in trouble, let's be honest. And it's not her fault, obviously. Why would it be her fault? Okay, so that should launch the trains. Oh, really? Is it because it's too much like work? I've heard that before. Like, I've had friends that are like, you know, I don't want to play Ace Attorney because I am an attorney and I don't want to do that in a game. And I get that, but oh, that's a shame. What are we missing here? We're missing a stack filter inserter. That's funny. Wait, is that the only thing we're missing? Pumps. Well, we can build a stack filter inserter, that's easy. Usually I think what happens is when I'm playing Factorio, my wife is reading, and so it gives, like, okay, but play spends hours in The Sims building houses. Well, maybe that's just what she enjoys. And that's my wife playing a train sound. I mean, yeah, Ace Attorney, I've tried to convince my lawyer friends of that. Like, Ace Attorney is not anything like legal profession, because I've been told you're not allowed to slam desks repeatedly. Because that's what you do in Ace Attorney, just like, slam! Objection! Slam! Throw something. You're not allowed to do that. Sims is a game I always like to play, but I just never get around to it. Like, I'm like, oh, Sims, I want to play that, and then I just don't. I only ever notice the time of day when it's dark. I never notice the day when it's during the day. Yeah. Don't like Sims? That's fine. Like, I've always kind of just enjoyed the concept of The Sims, but yeah. I feel like I'm missing something still here. What am I missing? I know. Oh, another stack filter inserter. Okay. Cannot have it. I have a gun. And a stack filter inserter, apparently. Okay, so this train should be active. Oh, here we go. We are actually starting to get the things in. I haven't really used LTN. I know people will love it, but I've just never used it. Okay, so that should have oil in it now. No path to it. I mean, no path to it. Wait, what do you mean no path to it? Oh. Oh, like, you mean literally no path to it. Okay. Well, does that make sense? I've watched, oh, I was going to say I've watched a video on LTN, but more, I loaded it up, like the tutorial, and I was like, okay, here we go. It's like everything you need to know about LTN. I'm like, I'm ready. Teach me, master. And it's like, this is a 1 hour video. I'm like, I have been taught enough. And then I just stopped. Okay. I mean, depots work kind of different, I suppose. Where's that train going? What is it wanting there? And why is that train going over there? It shouldn't be needed over there. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed doing, like, looking at an, like, hour of information on, like, why is that working like that? Doesn't need anything. Why are you on? Because you're not connected to the box. Is that the problem? No? You're connected to the box. 100, 10, 50. Oh. Oh, okay. So it wants 75. Wait, that doesn't make sense. This says I want 75. Okay. And then you tell it you want 75, and then you just don't take 75? Why not? You just don't feel like it? You're lazy? Did that turn that off? Nope, still on. Why? Hmm. I don't know why this is broken. It wants... You know what? I know what I'll do. This one worked. Well, whatever it did, it fixed it. So I'm cool with that. I have a funny feeling this one's got the same problem. Oh, actually it needs something. Let's see if it actually needs something. I do know this is attacked sometimes. That was all it needed. Okay. Throw the other weapon drop so we can start building that base. Hmm. Yeah, I saw someone doing that. I thought that was pretty neat. Yeah, we probably do need construction bots on here, so let's just chuck them in there now. Just a full stack, please. And off they go, building away. This should, in theory, get most of the base built. It is a bit of a long wall. It's not the longest wall we've had to build, but it's still a pretty long wall. And I suppose we need to actually get this hooked up to the fuel line as well. Might be relevant. Okay, we got flame. I love when the flamethrowers are on, the little fire comes out the front. It's like, hell yeah. That's a flamethrower that's ready to burn. Burn until there's nothing left to burn. Okay. The train will be coming and going for a little while. That's okay. Yeah, I guess that's why I've never really needed LTN. Like, I think the train limiter system only came in fairly late in Factorio, didn't it? I don't know if it was a 1.0 thing. I feel like it wasn't. I think the only thing in 1.0 was Spidertron, which, to be honest, is still pretty cool. But, yeah. I haven't really needed LTN. I just thought it was a cool curiosity and then just never delved deeper into it. Okay. How are we going for power these days anyway? Going okay. We are also... Laser turrets use 25 megawatts, not firing. Yikes. I think that's what I was watching, one of those. I haven't figured out fuel station, so I probably should watch that one myself. Do I have 1,000 turrets already? Oh shit. Yeah? Do you not have 1,000 turrets already? Oh gosh, that's too much. That's too much flare. That's too much just everything. I think what I also need to do is I am actually pretty secure in not needing this anymore, so we can pull all that down. Which is actually, this is a big call, I gotta say. But I think... there's still a danger, I suppose. Well, we've started it now. What's the worst that could happen, right? Worst thing that could happen is our foundry is completely destroyed. Well, it's good to know what we're prepared for. I was like, why did my construction bots move? It's like, oh, that's right, because I built extra inventory space. There are some turrets that could actually be removed now, though. Just because they're not required. Like, I mean, even these ones, they can be pulled down. Anyway, I got some bad news for you people. I am done with streaming for tonight. I will be streaming tomorrow, however, so if you're wanting to tune in then, please do. If you are new here and you're not currently following and you want to watch more, please follow. I would really appreciate being in your list of people that you could potentially follow when you happen to be looking around on Twitch, figuring out who to watch. I'd appreciate being one of those people. I do also have a Discord channel, which you may join if you do so wish. It is the best way to get in contact with me outside of the stream. I do stream 3 nights a week, although this was a sneaky 4th, I won't lie. So sometimes I do stream on Sundays when no one's looking. But the schedule is... Thank you for the follow, really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, Motza. Really appreciate the follow. But yeah, so we're just going to continue going on with C Block. This is really the only thing I do on this channel, so if you want to watch Factorio C Block, I mean, this is the place for it. I mean, there are other places for it as well, but this is the place where I do it. So, yeah. Oh, that does not look like it's doing well, actually. We might need to expand on these. And we are running out of Vulcanite. I meant space exploration, not C Block. I played C Block for way too long, and I've got it on the brain, and I will never stop saying it. Thank you for thank you for confirming that. I have gone insane. If you want to watch C Block, though, you can actually go to my YouTube channel and watch them there. That run is still being uploaded because I got real behind on the uploads, but hey, if you want to watch it, that's where you can find it. Speaking of YouTube, you can also go to youtube.com/SeiferKatt, where you can find all previous episodes of this run. So if you miss anything, the link is below. If you go down a little bit, there'll be a link for YouTube. You can click on that. youtube.com/SeiferKatt. That's also where the link for the Discord channel is, if you want to join that. What else? Also, if you do so feel inclined, you may also subscribe to me. I have cute little cat icons, but also the main thing is it would be supporting me, and I'd appreciate it. If you have an Amazon Prime account and you're not giving it to any other streamer, I would appreciate it. But of course, do not feel like you have to. I appreciate you just being here all the same. And with that, I am done for tonight. So thank you so much for watching. It has been like the biggest night that I've ever had. I've had more viewers today than I've ever had before. My previous peak was 15, and today I had like 35, which I am absolutely gobsmacked over. So thank you for being part of the numbers. I really appreciate it. And I hope you've had a good time. So I hope to see you guys another time. Until then, everyone, take care. Oh, and thank you so much for the tip.
Was really nice to be here.
Oh, and it does do the voice to text. Thank you so much. Anyway, with that, everyone, take care.